the crazy, the exciting stories of the internet. My name is Wesley McBee, and with me always, the man, the myth, the legend, Forrest Curtis.
We're chill as a capybara.
All right, we're live again.
What is up, people? We got ourselves special guest tonight. If you want to introduce yourself.
Name's Richard.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a crazy week. Super Bowl. Did you watch any of the Super Bowl?
Dude, I drank a lot the night before. Literally slept until 7. Woke up with 2 minutes left in the fourth.
That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it.
That's what happened. I woke up at halftime and I didn't even drink the night before, so
It was a decent game. Like, I don't know. I haven't been following football that much, but as far as football goes, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was a little mad because Patriots took my team out. But
Oh, what's your team?
Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My team didn't even make it. I'm Packers, so they didn't even get close to making it this year.
Yeah, I was just pissed off with the Patriots.
Well, wasn't there some controversy with Jesse James play, like the tight end or something like that, during the playoff
Yeah,
game?
there was something like that.
Yeah, can't remember. They were talking about it in the Super Bowl, like he caught the football, but then they said it wasn't a catch, and they would have won the game.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Oh, what about your Monday, Forrest?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Just woke up at like 5, went to work, and got off. Now we're here.
Now we're here.
Fucking 5.
I can't sleep.
That's
I
a
just wake up
problem.
early.
Really?
Yeah, I plan to sleep in, but still get up at like 7.
That's the problem with doing this at night now. I haven't been out in like the sun in like a week, so. What's up, Game Over Talk Show?
Hey, did you hit that 50 followers yet, Game Over Talk Show? Oh, so we usually ask guests the first question, do you have any paranormal stories or any weird...
Yes, I've been preparing for this. Okay, so no shit. I don't know, probably about 10 years ago, my grandpa passed. And complete, like, natural causes, heart attack while he was driving.
Yeah.
But in the last, like, year and a half, I don't know if you've heard about this thing called Pennies from Heaven.
Yeah.
Straight up, dude, me and my mom have been finding pennies in the weirdest places. Like, I have them left on the, like, seat of my car. Or, like, I found one the other day, brand new shiny penny on top of all of the dirt in the corner of my sliding glass door.
Jeez.
Or, like, my mom will, like, do the dishes, have a towel out drying them. Counter's completely clean, pick it all up, and there's a penny under the fucking towel.
That's fucking wild. And the whole idea is that someone or something in the afterlife has the ability to place them, right?
Yeah. And it's supposed to be like a symbol of, like, they're still there and they're wanting you to, like, not worry about your troubles and that kind of thing.
Right, like, just know that, like, they're there to kind of watch over,
Exactly.
don't stress type of thing. That's wild.
Yeah, and then at Thanksgiving we actually had a gypsy come into my house.
Mm.
And we were trying to, it was like my whole family was together, so we were trying to get my grandpa to come through.
Right.
And it ended up being like my great grandma.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was pretty wild because, like, you know, this lady knows nothing about my family, and she is talking exactly like my great grandma would have talked.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was wild.
See, I've heard that too, where they, we were talking about this with the hypnosis thing kind of too, where these people who go under this hypnosis will actually pick up an accent. Because what they're trying to do is get in touch with, like, either a past life or a great, like, grandmother or, you know, great-great-grandfather. And they'll start going under this hypnosis, and they'll pick up the accent of the person.
That's wild.
Yeah. And obviously, like, they don't have, you know, an accent normally. They might even pick up, like, an Irish accent or, you know, something from one random country that doesn't even exist anymore. They'll start talking like it. I wonder if that was the same experience with the gypsy lady. She was just having that, like...
Yeah, it was kind of funny because my grandma, you know, she's from deep South Texas.
Oh yeah.
And straight up, she ended up coming out pretty Southern.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it was wild.
God.
That's so cool though.
What did she say? Like,
she went around like at first to everybody, and she did this whole thing where she like read your palm at the beginning, and she came over to me with like essential oils and everything, and all she said was she looked at me and she said, "You have a great sense of humor," and then walked away for a second. I was like, all right, cool. And then she comes back, and pretty much my great grandma bitched me out from the dead.
oh shit.
Like, she was bitching me out about smoking and drinking and the people I hang out with. Like,
No, that's fucking amazing.
lady looked at me and she goes, "Do you smoke?" I was like, I mean, I smoke occasionally, but mostly I vape.
Yeah.
Just because I can do it in my car or whatever.
Right.
Exactly.
And she goes, she doesn't know what that is, but she doesn't want you to smoke. And I was like, all right, fine. And then she was like, she also wants you to stop hanging out with those skater kids, because I used to skate, and I still hang out with a couple skaters. But,
Yeah.
you know, they're off doing shit that I don't need to be around. And straight up, she's like, you don't need to be hanging out with them.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like,
Oh, that is wild.
yeah, it was crazy.
And did you know your great grandmother? Like what age were you when she passed?
Probably like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. That's wild. It just makes you wonder, like, are they always there, just kind of watching over?
Sure as shit seems like it, man.
Right? Ooh. That'd be wild. I'd love to get in contact with some of my old relatives that have passed away.
No, I was a skeptic at the beginning, but after it was all said and done, man, that shit's real. Like,
That's so
See,
crazy.
I want to experience something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Right.
like we're both kind of still skeptics. I mean, we've talked to tons of people, and everyone has evidence, you know, or has something that kind of says that there is something more going on.
Yeah.
But until like you fully experience, like you have, you're still kind of on the fence.
Yeah, and then I used to live in St. George with a couple buddies, and while I was down there, we had this like little duplex house, and like after one of them moved out, we started hearing footsteps on the stairs, or like I would be at work and they told me that they watched my bedroom door close and latch on its own.
Shit.
Like, I never saw any of that, but day after day, they'd be telling me that my bedroom door would open and close itself. And we had a dog, and my dog would literally stand at the edge of the carpet at the kitchen, stare into the kitchen, and just growl.
Jeez.
See, and that's the thing, is it's always dogs, always cats, or babies that have like that. I don't know, I was reading an article actually tonight where they're saying that they think that dogs and cats or whatever animals can see potentially like different dimensions as well. And like maybe that is where there's an afterlife.
Yeah, and I could see that just because of like the way that they react to weather.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen videos of cats and dogs like running away right before an earthquake hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
same with like tornadoes and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll like go to the door and start barking.
Yeah, my cats used to go crazy because I lived down in like the southeastern corner of New Mexico at one point, and it's not really in Tornado Alley, but it's like right on the edge.
Right.
So every once in a while, we had a tornado come kind of close to town. Cat would freak the fuck out, dude.
So
Like,
weird.
It's crazy. It's kind of like those dogs or cats that can sense like heart attacks and shit.
yeah.
How is that a thing?
I don't
don't
know.
know.
That's so weird.
I've heard of service animals like waking their owners up because their blood sugar was too low.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I have a friend who he was actually ex-military himself, and he his service dog wakes him up when he starts having bad dreams, and the dog will come up and start. I can't remember. He does something. He starts hitting his hand, and I guess that was what he taught him to do because it makes him like wake up easy.
Yeah.
And like, how does a dog know that you're having a bad dream?
It's crazy.
That's so weird. That's cool as shit though.
Yeah.
Animals are awesome.
We don't deserve dogs,
No, definitely not.
but still cool.
Yeah, for sure.
What about Alien? What's your opinion on UFOs, aliens?
You know, I have no experience or like experiences with that, but I mean it's really hard for me to sit here and tell you that out of this entire universe that we are the only thing here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just
It just seems too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Like, even people like that don't like really don't believe. They're like, oh, okay, we can't really be alone in,
Well, yeah, exactly.
in all of this. So
There's no way.
It's still infinite universe, right?
Yeah.
So infinite possibilities, I would think. I don't know. I wonder if anyone does know we're here though.
Yeah.
like, yeah, who knows?
That's kind of the question I always have. Is like, do you think that other intelligent life is aware that we exist and contemplate like, oh, they're out there?
Yeah,
You know?
that's a crazy thought.
Because that'd be kind of cool.
Because if they're like, because some of the areas are millions of years more advanced or older than us, I should say. So if they have millions of years more technology than us, maybe they can.
I mean, even think us
super
like,
telescopes.
2,000 years in the future.
Probably
If they
way.
have anything even close to that technology, I bet they would be
Oh yeah.
easily traveling through
Yeah,
No doubt.
space and time. But I don't know.
so weird.
Here's a question for you. Would you ever want to live, like, let's say you're immortal, and what that means though is, like, let's say the Earth finishes, sun blows up, sun goes, extinguishes or whatever, you're still alive. Would you do it?
Man, that's hard.
Yeah, that is.
Because I've asked that question to a lot of people, and it's like tough. Like, would you want to experience what maybe the next wave of like life would be?
Yes and no.
Right, because you're gonna be fucking alone, and you're gonna
That's
have to
it.
deal with meeting people and losing people
Forever. Fuck.
Wait, can you ever die then? Was that what you asked?
Yeah, that's pretty much just 100% immortal.
Oh, so you never die?
Never die.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, fuck that.
Because we were talking with one of our old friends, James, and he was like 100% on board. That was his thing. He was like, dude, how cool would it be? Like, you can't die. You're floating through space until you find new life. I'm like, what if you just float and you never find it? What if you're just stuck in space forever?
Fucking floating around.
God, yeah. I get bored as shit in my room for 3 hours.
Right?
Floating through space? Fuck no.
You'd be smart as shit, though.
You what?
You'd be smart as shit.
Maybe.
You have time to...
Depends on if you meet anyone.
Right?
If you're just stuck by yourself, no books.
I mean, before that, if you're not... I would try and learn everything I can, and knowing that one day, everyone's gonna be gone. Be fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could like somehow go to sleep for 1,000 years.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot myself up with an IV for a while now. Go to
Yeah.
sleep.
Well, we were talking about would you rather go in the future or back in time? What's your take on that? Let's say it's like you have the ability
That's a really
to come
hard
back.
one too.
Because obviously living out history would be really cool,
Yeah.
but at the same time, unknown factor of the future is kind of cool.
Yeah. Way cool. Damn, that's a really hard one too. I think I'd want to go back, just because then it'd be kind of cool to see like where my family came from exactly,
That'd be way cool.
or things like that.
Yeah, you can kind of see where your family started originally.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't ever think about that answer.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Because I was thinking like go back before humans or go see what all went on with Jesus. Really?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point too.
Yeah. Come back and be like, I have the truths, people.
Right? See if it's real.
They'll just call you another false prophet.
Right.
Absolutely.
Blasphemy.
Yeah. Probably burn me. What's your take on religion, if you don't mind me asking?
So I grew up my entire life a non-denominational Christian.
Okay.
And I still have that kind of belief. I don't really go to church or anything all that much.
Right.
But I guess I still kind of have that belief in me.
Okay.
So like I believe in, for me, I believe in like a higher power. I
Mhm.
believe in like not necessarily like a god, but there is something bigger than us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't want to say necessarily like the God figure, like we're made in his image or anything like that, but
something.
There's something.
Right, because there's something that had to have happened to
some sort of
put us here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
something. Yeah, because like that's the same way. Like DNA and everything, it's almost just like a written code almost.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
it's hard. Yeah, it's really hard to think that just happened randomly.
Yeah.
At least life wise.
Just this little speck exploded to everything.
It's
Right.
crazy. Like, but-
So what's the difference between? Because I don't know what non-denominational.
So, like, being Catholic or being like LDS,
Mhm.
they're all Christian.
Right.
So non-denominational is just saying that there's like you're not Catholic, you're not LDS or anything like that. You're just a Christian.
Right. Okay. So you're
Yeah.
not part of like, I guess you could say like a subgroup.
Yeah,
You're just,
exactly.
Just a Christian. You
Exactly.
believe. Gotcha. Yeah. Is it weird being in Utah?
Very.
I bet. Because I grew up with parents who gave me the choice of religion, and they just they let me do all my research.
Yeah.
So it was weird growing up. All my friends were LDS. All my friends, I don't want to say pressure, but a lot of them wanted me to go to church, and I just never had the interest to do. I studied Mormonism and LDS, and I was like, not for me.
Yeah. Definitely.
So how's the experience being non-LDS but still have that background?
Up here, a lot better than like Arizona, New Mexico area, because Mormons down there are the kind of people where like if you're not LDS, they will not associate with you.
Really?
They're just like super rude down there.
That's wild.
Yeah, and
So
I was
weird.
expecting that when I moved here.
Right.
And then literally pretty much everyone up here is nice as can be. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
There's the few shitty ones, but yeah, for
Right.
the most part, well, that's everywhere. So,
Right.
but yeah, there's
But for the most part, like really good people up here, they find out that I'm not LDS. It doesn't like
yeah,
doesn't
bother them.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone, and I like it too. Maybe it's just the younger people. Everyone seems a little bit more open-minded too.
Yeah,
like to
definitely.
talking about it. If you talk to like an old, someone who's 40, 50, they've been LDS their whole life, they
they don't want to hear it.
don't want to hear it. And I get it. Like they've probably talked about it their whole life.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Utah's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, definitely. I've been here for, I don't know, probably like going on 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I came here from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the biggest thing for me here is the violence compared to there. Because Albuquerque, New Mexico is a rough place, man.
Oh wow.
I did flooring for a while, and I was there a few times for like a couple weeks at a time.
Yeah, not fun.
It's weird. It's a weird place.
It is a weird place. Cops used to film a lot there. The
Yeah.
mayor actually banned cops from filming in Albuquerque because he didn't want tourists to be scared.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Any episode of Cops you watch, I guarantee you there's a clip from Albuquerque in it.
Oh god. Is it like a lot of gangs, or is it just
There is a lot of gangs down there, and a lot of drugs, stuff like that.
because it's close to the border?
It could be.
I mean,
I remember one time specifically, I got off the school bus to go home, and there was like gangs on each side of the street in between the school bus and my house. I was like, no, I'm gonna go to my buddies for a little while.
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ, that's wild.
I actually read a story 2-3 months ago. They found a body torched on a mattress under an overpass.
Fuck.
Like, yeah,
Just cause, I guess.
it's just crazy down there. Like, I don't know.
And I think a lot of people too, like, because I've lived in Washington, Oregon, and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people take Utah for granted sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because Utah does a lot of good things. Like, people think we have a homeless problem.
No,
We really
not,
don't.
Not compared to other places.
Yeah, I saw a video Seth posted on Snapchat earlier, or Instagram, one of them, when he was driving down in Hawaii, just tents all along the side of the road in Hawaii.
That's crazy.
We
Yeah, I
went
didn't
to-
know it was
Yeah, it's
like that. Just along the whole sidewalk, just tents, the whole thing.
right.
I was like, that's fucking crazy.
When we drove through Denver going down to Texas, and like downtown Denver was crazy because it's super, like, everything's going on. It's super busy, there's tons of businesses. You would walk like every fourth person you see completely methed out.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, methed out, homeless, just looks disgusting. I can't tell you how many times we saw people just randomly screaming.
Yeah.
Just like, they'll just be like, because we went to this library, like, there was this huge ass library, so we wanted to go check it out. There would just be dudes like sitting on the computer with their dicks out,
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God.
and they just don't even look like they know where they're at. They'll just be like, and you just like look over, and they might be dead. I don't know, but
Just
Who
jerking
knows how
it?
long they've been there?
right. And it's weird though, because then when I came back here, I was like, you don't really have that bad of a
Yeah,
homeless
no, it's
problem.
not
No.
that bad.
It's only a couple of like
You get
areas.
that. You get that here every once in a while, but
Yeah.
I mean, there was times I used to go cruise State Street with somebody's,
Yeah.
and we'd be down at like the Chinese Gourmet down there or something.
Yeah.
I remember pulling into there one time, and there's this lady at the bus stop just yelling. And we were like, "What is going on over there?" I don't know what she was yelling. There's a couple possibilities. It could have been like, "I want some Arby's," or like, "My son's in the army. My son's name is Arnie." I'm not sure, but it was along those lines.
Meth heads with their dicks out wearing a Bronco shirt, right, Mr. Green?
It's true.
Tense
Tense
camp.
campers lined up and down. Yeah, it was weird.
That's how like Seattle, they have the tent cities.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, it's in the movies, like, what's the one I can like think of, like Batman, when he goes like down the underground
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
just homeless. That's for real.
Yeah, that's
like
how it was.
real shit. And
a
it's,
lot of Seattle's like that.
yeah.
So weird.
Portland's gross.
Portland.
It's got like the highest prostitution rate. Like you would just like walk around, like girls would come up and like gross, like you can smell girls.
no.
Like you can just tell, like they look like if you touch them, like they're just like scabs.
Sick.
They'll just come like drape on you, like, I'll suck your dick for $10. And it's like, oh,
Did you do
my
it?
God. No, absolutely not. If I can smell just like bread cooking, not involved.
Oh, God.
Not involved. But yeah, I like Utah, especially since it's getting a little bit more modern.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
starting to realize,
Definitely.
you know, the things that LDS used to hate. It's
Yeah.
silly to hate.
And people around here, at least from what I've seen, everyone always complains complains around here about not having anything to do. But it's like,
Right.
we live in one of the best states to go do outdoor shit, or like,
Tons.
seriously, it's beautiful here.
Yeah, there's like 17 hikes within like 5 minutes of
Right.
here.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, and the bar community's pretty dope in Salt Lake.
yeah,
So
it's kind of a lot better.
there's fun.
Well, there's tons of shit to do. I think people just don't, they don't want to be active, or they don't want to actually go explore the city.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't want to do those two things, what else do you want to do in life?
Yeah.
You want to go down and live in California? It's gonna be the same thing. They just have a
Exactly.
beach,
Yeah.
and it's
the only difference.
expensive.
Yeah. Expensive.
Definitely.
Too many fucking people.
No,
I don't like too packed areas.
Yeah.
I
Too
couldn't do
much.
it.
Stupid laws.
Yeah.
Mr. Green said, "Damn, I need to go to Portland."
Oh shit. Might be your fucking scene, dude.
$10 blowjobs.
Right?
God damn.
Yeah, if you're a big fan of the smell of yeast, you'll definitely like Portland. It's just, ugh.
How many times have you been to Church West? If ever. I don't know if I've ever asked you.
I've never attended LDS church besides for farewells.
Yeah.
I went to the Buddhist temple up in, I think it's Layton,
Mm-hmm.
twice. That was really cool. Went to the Catholic church downtown twice, and can't remember. There was one more.
I've been to that Catholic temple.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Because
there.
my
That's cool.
stepdad's Catholic, so
Gotcha.
we'd go there for like Easter Mass or whatever.
Yeah,
Catholic church is exhausting, by the way.
it is. Oh, and I've been to a Southern Baptist church. That shit's fucking lit.
Oh, yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
they get into it.
Those ones that sing and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah.
they get going.
That's a good one,
Oh,
for sure.
I've never been just more energized in my whole entire life. I was feeling it. I was feeling what they were feeling. It was crazy.
The funny ones are those like modern rock churches for the hipsters.
Oh yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah, well, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I'm Catholic. Nice.
Where were you again? Where do you live, Mr. Green? Are you one of the North Carolina people as well?
Texas, maybe? I don't remember.
No, oh yeah, I think he's Texas.
Yeah, Southern Baptist.
Most entertaining. It is.
I'm telling you, dude, Catholic Mass is fucking exhausting. Fucking sit down, stand up, kneel, stand
Oh.
stand up, sit down.
I bet. Not like LDS Church where you can sit down if you just go to the main thing, sit down the whole time.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experiences with it, because you went to church all the way until 14, right?
Mm-hmm. Fuck.
What is it that they, like, do, like, on a Sunday?
So you go, like, you're in different parts. So first you go in, and they do, like, I think there's, like, 3 different things you do. So first you go in, you go to, like, a small class. It's, like, all dudes for, like, 30 minutes. And then after that, you go to, like, depends on how old you are.
Right.
But, like, you go to, like, a young men's thing. And you go do, it's, like, just class, Bible class kind of. And then you just do the main sacrament meeting stuff after that.
I'll
See, I've been to the sacrament.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with a buddy, and his dad's extremely LDS.
Yeah.
And he kept telling me, like, hey, come to church with us.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you're not gonna convert me.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with coming and, like, kind of learning what you guys do.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, I didn't go on for, like, years until our friends started going on our missions. I went to, like, 2 farewells. It's like that. And it's weird, like, seeing it again from this point of view. Like, shit, this is what goes on here. All the singing, like, and then, like, people are like, I like to bear my testimony. And they say some bullshit story how they know the LDS Church is true.
Straight up.
I've never seen, and this is going to sound really offensive, and I really want it to be. But a couple of farewells I went to, like, obviously the farewell is not the whole entire church thing, so you know I sat through, like, other stuff, and I just remember there's this lady down that lives by me. I was going to Tyler M's farewell, and she gets up there and she's like, I just have to thank everybody for bringing food over to my house because we're struggling, and like just like the biggest fake shit I've ever seen in my whole entire fucking life. And everyone, like, you look around like,
Oh,
church
God.
is really looking out for her. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Does no one see she's, like, faking?
God.
And, like, she's, like, you could tell, like, she kept, like, grabbing her eyes, like, trying, like she was crying. And then, like, immediately once, like, everyone started clapping, she started smiling and, like, looking around. I was
What
like,
the fuck?
what the fuck is going on? Where am I? Did I just enter the fucking Twilight Zone and no one sees this? Or
It's weird. The
Oh.
people, like, the tweakers that go to church once a month just so they can get their rent paid.
Yeah.
It's weird, too.
See, and that's kind of fucked up, because the church, like, regardless of what you, like, what the beliefs are, they do help a lot. He's crying and talking. Absolutely. What's up, Salty Frank? How you doing?
Gringo 64.
My man.
Oh, man. That's
It's just so weird. Like, I just felt so... It seems like it's common there. Like, everyone, like, knew... Maybe that's what they have to do, is, like, they all fake it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just didn't... Like, nothing I've ever seen when I went to farewell seemed legit.
Yeah.
Or, like, passionate, I guess you could say. I don't know. Maybe it's the saving face thing.
Yeah.
I've heard that from a lot of people. They don't want to go to church, but they have to because they don't want other people to see them or not see them there.
Exactly.
Like, is that really?
Yeah, it's like a social issue. Like, you think people are gonna look down on you. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're not
for sure.
Right.
That's one time the 2 fat chicks from the singles ward came over to try to get me to go to church. And so, to be funny, I gave them our friend Joel's phone number. I was like, yeah, text me anytime. And then, so, like, they were texting him and stuff, and I didn't know. So one time we went bowling. We're sitting there, and these 2 girls showed up. I was like, oh, that's weird. They're here, too. But Joel, when I gave him Joel's number, he pretended to be me still.
Oh,
so then he invited them over. So they came over, and were just hanging out with us. And I was like, what is going on?
Man, you got fucking
Yes.
counter troll.
Yeah, he got me.
That's great.
Even
Like right now, sitting in my messages that I haven't answered, like, I got people that are like, hey, we talked to this person and she gave us your information.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I'm like, fuck.
Not again. What do you guys all do for a living? I just quit an office job not too long ago, so I'm doing a lot of side work and just random jobs I can find.
And my dad owns a cleaning company. That's what office we're in right now, and so I just do that at night, clean banks and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Change oil.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Not too bad.
I need to start going to Burt Brothers. I keep going to Jiffy Lube, and they're fucking stupid.
Which Jiffy
Dude,
Lube?
don't go to Jiffy Lube.
The Bountiful
Fucking-
one?
Oh, the one that took
The
to
one
the car
right
wash?
across the street from Burt Brothers.
Yeah, absolutely. I just always, like, that's where my parents went, and they're like, yeah, just
dude.
go there. And, like,
No, they fuck people.
oh, my God.
Yeah, because I worked at that detail bay, so, like, I saw them. A lot of them were just heroin users, and
Yeah.
they're fucked up there.
And the thing about Burt Brothers is we are literally the best priced oil change in town.
Right.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at. Because last time I went, I started having, like, lots of oil leaks. I thought it was kind of weird that I went from just not having any problems to a lot of problems. So I feel like they fucked something up.
Oh, probably.
So I just had to drop $2,400 on new gaskets, bunch of, like, small little, like, cracks and repairs.
Fucking
It just seemed like
They
out of
probably
nowhere.
overfilled your shit.
That's what I'm thinking, but
Because overfilling will cause that.
yeah.
Which one was it? One of the mechanics. I still didn't feel like changing my own oil one time, so I took it. I can't remember which one it was. But they used a fucking air compressor, like the lug wrench, the thing on there, and tightened down my oil drain thing.
No.
So it was stripped off, so it was just round.
Fucking A.
I was like, oh, they definitely used the wrong side for it to, yeah.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to gun those.
No, I was, yeah, they just over tightened it. It was all round. I was like, the fuck?
Ugh.
It was such a bitch to get it off there.
Like, see, I work the pit,
Yeah,
and every drain plug I hand torque.
yeah.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's easier, just, but like it's fine if they do that. Just it's when they wrong size for too long on there.
Well, and it's not even just that. If you like, those things will strip your pan out, like
Yeah.
the threads in the pan,
It's so ridiculous.
and then at that point you have to buy a new pan.
Yeah,
Like, it's just not good.
right. I'm trying to
Seems
remember
like
which one it was.
the lazy way to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then Discount Tire one time did the same thing to my lug nuts on my car. So they were all rounded off, and then I didn't have any extra tools with me. And I was out in the middle of nowhere when I got a flat tire one time, and
Fuck.
it sucked. Couldn't get it off. Yeah, it was
It's hard to
That
find,
shit
like,
sucks.
just seems like so many people are just so lazy at their jobs
Yeah.
nowadays. I just don't get
Definitely,
it.
I see that a lot too.
Yeah.
It's good for hard workers, though. You move up
Yeah.
really fast.
Exactly. The cool thing about Burt Brothers, I mean, best price oil change, easy.
Right.
We do free rotates, free flat repairs.
Oh, I didn't
That's
know
big.
that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Because the only reason why I go to Les Schwab, the only reason why I have that is because I fucking had to pay whatever their fee was or yearly fee to have unlimited rotations or
Yeah.
whatever. I didn't know that you guys just
Yeah,
did
no,
them.
if you buy tires, or even if you don't, like, any oil change, if you ask for a rotate, we do it for free.
God damn. Just got... Jeffy Lube just lost some fucking business.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, they're pieces of shit.
That, and I mean, they use, like, super low quality oil
Oh, yeah.
filters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
so.
Always trying to upsell you too, and then they
Yeah.
don't actually do the work they upsell you on.
Yeah.
We'll change your air filters, and then they just don't.
Yeah, see, we, like, up in the lube center itself, we'll do air filters, cabin air
Yeah.
filters, or, like, all the differentials. We do all the differentials there, but everything else goes down to actual mechanics
Yeah.
that we have in the shop.
Right.
Because Burt Brothers is a tire and actual service shop.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
we
had my
do,
old car work down there.
Yeah, we have a master mechanic down there that does engine swaps.
Oh, wow.
Like, we do everything.
So, yeah, it's just... Man, why did I know this? I thought it was funny. I don't know a lot about cars, but is it which filter is it that just gets like leaves and shit in it every once in a while? Carbon or
The cabin usually.
cabin. So when I went to Jiffy Lube, since we're gonna shit talk them all fucking night, the guy like hands it or like is showing it to me. He's like, "It's really dirty. We'll clean it for you." And it's like,
Clean it. You're not supposed to clean it.
I don't know what he meant.
Yeah.
And he's all like, he said some amount, and I'm like, well, let me see it. And I just, like, right on his thing, I just smack it, and I get all this
Yeah.
shit out of it. And I'm like, it's good. And he's just like, okay. It's like, I don't know what you're trying to clean. Just knock the
Yeah.
shit out of it. Like,
Yeah, see, and most of the time, like, they're not even that dirty. There's just leaves and shit on it.
Yeah.
When I see that, I tap the leaves out and put it back in.
Right. Well, that's why I don't know why he thought it was like necessary to bring it over and be like, "Hey, look at this."
Just so you would buy a new one.
I was like, "Hey, yeah, I can see those leaves in it. You just want to fucking take it out?" Jiffy Lube, you are shit. Exactly.
I hope we get a message from someone at Jiffy Lube. Hey, what are you talking about us?
I'm super offended and triggered. How dare you?
Well, I mean, and their fucking cheapest oil change is like $46.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have the discounts or whatever, way too expensive.
Yeah, fuck. Way bad.
But you're in the military, though.
Yes.
Can you explain that, or is it...
So I enlisted before I even graduated high school back in 2015. And turned 18, signed my contract. Right after I graduated, that July I shipped off to basic training. Went to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Which was shit. I originally went in as a mechanic, so I worked on bulldozers, road graders, excavators, that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And then when I came back right as the unit I was going to deployed to Kuwait for a year.
Oh, shit.
So I didn't get to go. I just sat here in the background for a year. And then right after that, they were like, nope, fuck you, we're getting rid of the unit.
Oh.
So pretty much they told me, like, hey, choose the next job you want to do. We don't have another slot for your mechanic job, so choose a new job.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go shoot guns.
Right?
So now I shoot Paladin howitzers.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Which is awesome. I shoot the tracked Paladins, which is fucking awesome.
So how does that work then? So how do you... Because aren't those extremely accurate with the track?
Without the track is more accurate. So we have, it's called a M777, and it's just piece of towed artillery, and they set it down. The thing about that is it has spades that you dig into the ground. So every shot, it doesn't really move back, but on the tracks, every shot pushes us back so far.
Gotcha.
And it's all done with like satellites and computers, and they have a specific coordinate for where the gun is. And then so you're shooting off of that coordinate. So when you move back a little bit, it's not as accurate. But I mean, we're accurate within 10, 15 meters.
Damn.
Wild.
At like 23 miles.
Yeah, at 23 miles, that's wild.
About 32 with a wraparound.
That's so cool.
Which is rocket assisted. So we shoot it, and then as it leaves the barrel, a rocket hits and carries it farther.
Damn. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
About yay tall, yay big, 100 pounds a piece of steel and TNT.
So how often do you have to go do like your military stuff?
So since I'm in the Guard, I go for a weekend a month, and then I go for 2 weeks in the summer.
Okay.
And on top of that, we can deploy at any point, just like active duty or reserve.
That's cool.
That's what I was going to ask next is how does so if you were with those guys who went to Kuwait, you would just be in Kuwait for a year.
Yep.
And then, like, how do you get, like, called to go?
The National Guard kind of does, like, a whole rotation thing, so every so many years you're likely to go.
Okay.
Yeah, they kind of have everyone on a rotation. So one of the units in my battalion right now is deploying, like, at the end of this month.
Oh, wow. Where are they going?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I haven't really paid attention, and I don't know very many people in that unit.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, I have a friend that's National Guard out in... I can't remember what state it was. I think she's out in, like, North Carolina.
Okay.
But she just went to Iraq for a year.
Shit. Is there, like, I don't know how to say it, like, is there places where people prefer to go? Or is it...
Yeah,
there's obviously...
Like, so Kuwait right now technically isn't a combat zone.
Right.
So that's one of the cake deployments that, like, you just go and make money.
Right, you just go hang out and work out and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get somewhere like... what's a hot spot right now? Syria.
I mean, Syria. I mean, I'd still even consider today Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Those areas, probably not very fun.
I can't imagine. Yeah, that's with my one friend. I won't say his name, and I won't really tell much of his story. But he was in Iraq, and his battalion got hit with an IED.
Yeah,
and it just obviously not good
yeah,
shit.
and that's the other part. Like, you would think the gun I'm in, the Paladins, like, they look like a tank. They're not really a tank because we shoot really far.
Yeah.
Tanks direct fire platforms, so they see what they shoot.
Right.
We never really see what we shoot. But all the Paladins the armor on them is just hardened aluminum.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it definitely.
Like a 50 would pierce it and bounce around inside.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do they look like? I've never seen.
Here, I got a picture right here.
Try and find a picture, but if you got one.
Yeah, I got them right here. Because I took these from my reclass school. So. Right there.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean, pretty much exactly what would you think?
Yeah.
Think it would be.
Absolutely. So is it, how many people are in one at a time?
We have 3.
3?
Yeah.
So like a loader, a driver, and...
Yeah, so we have 4, sorry.
4?
It's that new math. But so we have a driver. His entire job is to drive and sit in the hatch, and he also writes down a list of ammunitions fired.
Okay.
So he keeps track of what we shoot.
Right.
And so he keeps our ammunition count correct. Then we have our chief who's in charge of the gun. He sets the gun where it needs to be. We have what's called a number 1 man. And he's the one that actually loads and shoots the round.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a... God, what is that? Gunner.
Gunner.
Yeah, and he... when we first lay in, he gets everything right on the tube, and then after that, his job is to load the powder.
Oh, wow. Okay. Everyone just... I imagine, like, a lot of the military stuff is just so fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes really quick.
I love watching those videos of just military doing anything.
Just because you said
fucking
that.
fluid.
Yeah, see, this is during my training, so it's not really the most fluid, but it's not terrible. So I'm number 1 man on this, so I actually load and shoot. I know they can't see it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
But so he's reading out deflection and quadrant, which puts the tube right where it needs to be to hit what we're trying to hit. There's the powder behind it.
God, that's a lot of powder.
Close the breech. Make sure those witness marks are aligned, which is those little white marks.
Right.
It tells you that that's closed all the way. Then the primer is pretty much like a 45 long. Blank.
Okay.
Hook up the lanyard to it. Pull the cord.
Damn.
It's a lot more quiet than
I think the camera quiet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, seems like that'd be loud as shit.
Because, I mean, we have CVCs that are covering our ears, and they have a whole mic and speaker set up in it to where
Right.
we can hear each other. But they're
loud.
pretty damn loud.
Yeah.
Who's Vapor Beast? Game over.
Beast.
Said he's affiliate of his show or something. Maybe.
Vaporbeast.com.
Smoke free. Oh, so
So he sells e-cig stuff.
okay.
That's
So
cool.
are you like advertising for him or something? My new affiliate.
Well, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, right on, man.
I found the most
Oh, shit.
obscure and hardest of games called Armed and Delirious.
Delirious.
Never heard of it. It sounds awful. I'm kind of surprised on that video. It seems like there's a lot more room in it.
They're actually pretty roomy. Like, you can have 3 guys sleeping in it, easy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking it'd be like, you know, kind of not shoulder to shoulder necessarily, but I didn't think you'd actually be able to fully stand up.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah, no,
cool.
you can stand up completely and move around pretty good.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That is cool. And we have one of our good friends who just joined. What is he doing now?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps, and he got like what's it called? He's doing something weird.
He says he can't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. He can't talk about it.
Well, and the thing about the Marine Corps is, from what I understand, you don't choose what
No.
to do in the Marine Corps.
No, not at all. My cousin
Like,
was
you
in
can
there.
give them, like, guidelines of what you'd like to do, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they just kind of put you where they need you.
Yeah, you become government property and you do what they say.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the Army, is I went in and I was able to choose what I wanted to
Yeah,
do.
that's awesome.
How does like money work in that? So do you get? Is it like a contract that you sign?
Yeah, so I signed an 8-year contract.
Okay.
So I'm in for 8 years, and then when I go, they base the pay off of mutas, and like pretty much one muta is a half day.
Okay.
So my normal drills would be for 2 days, and it's a muta 4. And
Okay.
that's how they kind of scale out their pay. And I mean, normally E4, I'm an E4 right now, and E4 with like 4 years of service, I get paid almost $400 for a weekend.
Oh wow,
Something
That's
like
nice.
that.
that is nice.
That's cool.
That's definitely nice. Yeah, I've always wondered that. I didn't know if it was like, you know, if you get paid each time you go out, or if it's like a.
Yeah. So I
Spread out.
get paid for each time I go, and then pay hits the 1st and the 15th.
Oh, okay.
So-
Kind of like almost,
Yeah.
kind of like normal jobs,
Yeah,
first and
exactly.
15.
So it just depends on when my drill is, which day I get paid.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, with this whole government shutdown thing. who
Oh,
knows?
yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Like, I'm supposed to go this weekend, and my sergeant messaged me, and he was like, "Hey, just have all your stuff ready, but be on standby on Thursday because the government might shut down again." I was like,
Oh,
"Well,
God.
Oh Jesus! Is there any reason? Have you like? I haven't been reading up on it at all.
About what the government shut
Why it
down?
keeps like I know they do it every now and again, but
Yeah, I haven't really paid too much attention to it just because I've been super busy at work.
Yeah.
But it's some whole deal with like illegal immigrants and
Yeah,
whatnot.
they're just.
Yeah.
I think they're just not agreeing with.
Yeah.
What are they called? The Dreamers? I think the kids, whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they just.
the kids that were brought over
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, so they're
So
arguing
instead
about
of,
that.
So instead of discussing it like normal humans, they just close
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Well,
Kind
yeah,
of.
and then they decide that they're not going to pay their military because some of them want these people to stay.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Like, I had a buddy that's stationed in Alaska right now, and Alaskan winters,
Yeah.
what I hear, they're pretty harsh.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, he's active duty,
Okay.
has a wife and a baby,
Right.
and didn't get a paycheck, and the, like, grocery store on base closed down
Oh.
because they can't pay the people to work there or anything.
Fuck.
And so, like, he had to drive out in the Alaskan winter to go get food for his family with a paycheck he didn't have.
That's
Wow.
fucked.
Like, it's ridiculous.
God.
So he put his life because I've heard
Yeah.
we had a friend that lived up in Alaska. It's not a joke. Like
No, yeah.
you go out, you could definitely die.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so risked his life for something that people back here are just
Exactly.
not agreeing on.
Right?
That's
it's,
fucking
it's
stupid.
really stupid. But whatever. I
Yeah.
guess.
So what does this guy say? Armed and
It's talking about that
delirious, has
game.
no true backstory or not where I can find it all. I know it was 5-disc game from 96, 97, and it was used on Windows. Who knows? This game was never released in the Americas, but apparently it was. Interesting. Maybe badass beard man can figure out about his armed and delirious game. He seems pretty intelligent. Super Bowl champs, man. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles 2009.
I'll
Are you
look up the
stoked?
game.
Are you? So I assume you're in Philly right now. Is the city still burning? They were, yeah, because they were destroying that place and they won.
Yeah,
so
they
they're,
were.
they're like, can you only imagine
Yeah.
what happened if they lost?
Oh,
They were
my gosh.
looting and rioting.
Just burn the whole fucking place down.
Oh god. Oh, I'm in Los Angeles.
boy.
You're lucky.
Yeah. Probably best to not be.
Right?
Right.
Man, maybe some of those guys could be having fun though. I'm just out partying for the streets. Everything's burning, getting drunk.
Well, there was the one video, the dude just jumping. He climbed some like building and just jumped off.
We're good, thank you. How
Yeah,
are you
doing
doing?
good.
Go Eagles. Oh, yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't. People in their
Like,
sports.
what puts it in your head that that's a good idea?
Right?
Lots of alcohol.
That's true.
They'll probably catch me down there if I jump off, right?
The crazy thing is, like when I was watching, they're still doing stuff today. I was like, don't these fucking people have jobs? What are they doing?
For real, huh?
It's just out.
No, dude, the Eagles
It's all
won.
closed down.
Yeah, the whole city.
There's nothing
shut
going
down.
on.
They're taking the unanimous week off work. Everyone just
It's
agrees.
gonna be a new holiday.
Right? Did you see that one dude? I can't remember his name. The big bearded guy talking about how his interview, post game interview. And they're like, he said fuck so many times. They kept going beep beep.
Oh, really?
It was so great.
He's pumped.
Right? And Kevin Hart was drunk as fuck, just walking around. Let's see if I can find it. It was hilarious. He went up to one of the sports desks while they were interviewing on the field right after the game, and he's just drunk as shit talking. And then he was trying to get up to the podium where they were giving out the trophy. He was trying to get up there.
Oh
See if I
my
can find it.
gosh.
My man just.
He's supposed to be coming here soon.
Yeah. There's a lot of comedians coming
Yeah.
here in the next little bit.
There's a lot of stuff going on. I saw a thing for Hollywood Undead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They'll be here.
That'd be a fun show.
They would.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Got drunk. What a headline. Kevin Hart got drunk.
Actually, I'm going to pull it up.
Party
That's
up.
pretty good.
I'm going to pull it up on Firefox so these guys can see as well.
Kevin Hart's drunken Super Bowl apology. What was he apologizing for?
He's like, I'm pretty drunk. I started partying early. It's so great. Not now.
You follow sports a lot or just
Mostly hockey.
hockey? Who's your team?
Bruins.
Oh, I like the Bruins. I used to follow hockey. I was when Sidney Crosby showed up.
Mhm.
Started really liking the Penguins, but I've been following a lot lately.
Yeah.
How's the Bruins doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. I got it right here. I haven't had the chance to watch a lot. I
Yeah.
went to a Grizzlies game here not like a week ago. That was fun. No fights, but
Still,
Yeah, those
live
Grizzly
hockey's entertaining.
yeah.
It's
Grizzlies
so
games are awesome.
So wild.
And it's so funny how many people get bored of hockey. And I don't know if it's just because it's a little too fast paced for them,
I
or
don't
if
know.
it's just because they don't score a ton. Or
I don't know, because it's definitely not boring at
No, not at all.
any parts. I
No.
mean, I think people just don't understand the sport. Like,
Yeah, a lot don't understand all the penalties and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Is it going to show it or no?
Let's see, we are second in the Atlantic Division.
nice. How much is there left in the season? It's just started. Like, I can't remember.
Oh, here it is. Ah, fuck, I fast forward all the way to the end.
What do you do from here? You know what? Philadelphia is a great city. I hope this is an example of what we can do. We gave a fuck.
What the shit?
Oh,
Alright, he gotta go.
we gave a fuck.
I don't know, 6 or 7 months, Fletcher. Like that crazy. Yeah, Philly will be crazy for the next until training camp starts.
Just drunk as shit.
awesome.
I didn't know he was from Philly.
Didn't
Well, I imagine if that's
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I mean, it would make sense.
yeah.
just all drunk.
We gave a fuck.
Oh, shit.
What a response! We gave a fuck. I'm basically a gaming and internet archaeologist
Wolves.
trying to find and trace. That's fucking kind of cool.
Chicago Wolves for hockey. You guys gonna play Left 4 Dead? Might play Left 5 Dead soon? What? What's Left 4 Dead? Are you just doing play on words or something? Deion Sanders threw him away, lol.
Yeah, he did. He tossed him. Kevin Hart's a little guy, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
kind of shot put that man.
right. Was it? Have you seen the picture of him wearing Shaquille O'Neal's suit jacket?
It's obnoxious. It's so crazy.
Just giant.
The suit jacket is bigger than him. Like,
Right?
it's weird.
Oh no, that's Jimmy Fallon. Oh, maybe Jimmy Fallon's the one I was thinking of. Maybe it's just him standing next to him.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck. Just looks like a little kid.
Right?
This is my son.
I feel bad for whoever Shaquille O'Neal's wife is.
Oh
I saw
god.
this picture the other day, and it was this girl standing next to Shaq, and she was like, "Oh my god, he made me feel short." I was like, "You got to be tall to make Shaq look normal size."
Right?
Like,
Ugh.
God.
I saw this other thing. It was talking about instead of a Super Bowl, we need to have a Mega Bowl where it's 2 fields that intersect, 4 teams playing at a time, and whatever happens in the middle happens.
Oh my god. Wasn't the NFL or XFL coming back?
Yeah,
They
so-
should do something like that.
That'd be so
4
cool.
teams playing at once.
That'd be fucking wild.
When they're
Oh.
both in the middle, just chaos.
Yeah.
Just whatever happens.
You run into them, fuck, you run into them.
Yeah.
Did you watch that video I tagged you in of the medieval fighting UFC thing?
Mm-mm. I haven't been on my regular Facebook.
Oh, they dress up in like knight's armor in like a ring and they sword
Oh,
fight.
I've seen those.
Yeah,
I saw
so-
one where this dude like pinned the guy on the ground. I was like bashing his skull in with a shield.
That's when I tagged you in. Yeah,
Dude, it was
so weird.
It was crazy. I thought he was gonna kill the guy.
All right, let's see if I can.
How far are we from gladiatorial combat coming back? Because
That'd be sweet.
I
I'd
feel
watch
like
it.
not. We're probably pretty close.
They were doing those. Was it the horse thing?
oh, chariot racing or
No,
chariot?
the one where they
fucking
Oh,
ran-
jousting.
Jousting,
Jousting,
yeah.
yeah.
They did that TV show thing for a while there.
I watched it. It was really boring.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes of these guys talking about jousting, and then when they actually went and jousted, they just missed most of the time. I was like, "The fuck am I doing here?"
I've done like shopping cart jousting.
Oh yeah, that's good times.
Yeah.
I've done office chair jousting. That was good times. Got broomsticks and just fucked each other up.
Yeah, mine hurt a little more. We were using like pool cues.
Oh,
Oh shit!
presents.
Oh, my money's on that dude wearing a kilt.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Holy shit.
Just fight each other with swords and shit.
That guy's reaction is exactly how I feel.
What the fuck does it keep doing that? Fuck off. Just watch it little then.
That looks crazy.
I'll hit him with that judo throw.
Yeah, but it's fucking wild.
I saw this thing today. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if it's even true, but I saw this thing saying that Mayweather challenged McGregor to a fight in the octagon.
Yeah.
What an idiot. It's
I
so
mean-
like he's a good boxer, but
Right.
It's a different beast.
It is
Yeah.
a different beast, but that's a lot of money again.
Oh yeah, and I said it right as it happened. Like anybody thinks that anybody lost.
Oh,
That
right.
thing, like they both
Exactly.
came away with so much money. It's not
Yeah.
even funny.
They won a lot.
Yeah. And I'd like to watch it. I mean,
yeah,
I'd watch it,
for
absolutely.
sure.
I'd probably pay the $100 too.
Yeah.
Again.
Fuck yeah.
What I didn't know, some UFC or YouTubers had online beef or something, so they did a huge, was it boxing, I think,
See, that needs to happen more often.
Yeah.
and they had 1.6 million people tune in to watch it.
Oh, fuck.
So I was like, man, let's just get some YouTube stars to fight each other. It's
Right?
cool as hell. I can't remember who it was. I look it up, but yeah, I can find
I'll
it.
fight Logan Paul tomorrow. Let's make it happen. Tomorrow.
That's an official call out right there.
He shows up.
Dude, I'd be pumped if he showed up. I'm
Oh, yeah.
rich as fuck after it.
It's too good.
6 million viewers.
I'd be
Yeah.
pretty mad if I lost to Logan Paul in a fist fight, though.
Yeah, these I don't even know who they are. KSI and Joe Weller.
Yeah, I know who KSI is.
Oh yeah, they fought each other.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the white kid lost.
Did they actually, either of them actually know how to fight?
I didn't get to watch a lot of it. Let's see if we can find a clip. So, yeah, I don't know if it's
Both
gonna...
wearing like the sparring helmets.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna show. I finished him in one.
I make my living on YouTube, so you have to keep the face pretty.
Right? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna show videos, but yeah. I don't know, I think the white kid got fucked up.
Well, they were doing that. They were hyping up Soldier Boy and Chris Brown wanted to fight. I was like, I'd watch it.
That was so cool.
No doubt.
Been lurking. I like the beard guy.
Hey, thank you, Roxy Senpai. Hey, Senpai, will you notice me or no?
That one, what's a one weird ass dude that does all those interviews? Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It sucks that the weeboo community is so
The what?
fucking weird. So like that's what anime fan people are called.
Weeboo?
Yeah, it's no joke. I'm not shitting you. I
This is
wish
news to me.
I wish it wasn't so fucking weird because it makes people who just casually watch anime seem fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because you are. Just kidding.
Hey man. So far you've been on the outs of number of people who watch at least some anime.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
watch any anime?
Not really.
No.
Mm,
there
me
you go,
neither.
Forrest. Chalk went up on your team. See, weeboo. Yeah, I
I don't know, just something I never really got into.
yeah.
Same. I can't. I don't know. I don't like it at all.
You never
So-
watched it, so how do you not like it?
I've seen some of them when everyone's watching it and I'm sitting there. Like,
You just sit there and judge.
nah, I watch it, but like, I wouldn't watch it by myself.
Like Samurai Jack.
Yeah?
Watched it by yourself.
That's not anime.
Yeah, it is. That's 100% anime. 100%.
Well, then I like Samurai Jack.
You ever seen the show on Netflix called Big Mouth?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw it on there. My brother was watching the other day.
Here's the thing about this show. If you can put your morals aside for an episode,
Yeah.
it's really fucking funny.
Yeah, the one that my brother was watching looks
But
hilarious.
you have to put your morals aside for it because it can be pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
man. The whole like premise of the show is this kid going through puberty and whatnot, and so he has the hormone monster.
Oh
behind
yeah, I
him.
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that and just says fucked up stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
See if I can find it.
Is it
What's it-
newer, or is it something that's been on Netflix for a while?
It's newer. There's one season on Netflix.
Oh,
right
okay.
now. And it's only 10 episodes.
It's the dude from The League. I can't remember what his name is. He had his own show for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, that shit's hilarious as long as you can put your morals aside.
Actually, we're gonna. Because they'll hear the audio anyway, so I might as well just pull it up for.
Monster's funniest moments.
Or should I not pull it up?
I don't know.
I can just mute it so that we don't get copyright, so they
Yeah.
don't hear it, but we'll watch it.
Fucking nose is a dick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never heard of this show.
Yeah, that's good as fuck.
Yeah.
But fucking Mr. Clean. Well, I
My-
just...
Oh shit.
My favorite one is the second episode. This girl gets her first period, and he hugs her, and the hormone monster comes up behind him, and he's like, "Do you smell that?" And he's like, "That's period blood." And he's like, "There's only one thing you can do." And the kid's like, "No," and he goes, "Fuck her face." I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah, I think that's when my brother was watching.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I watched that the Cloverfield Paradox today.
Oh, I started watching that. Was it any good? Itchy tats, man. Are you jealous?
Itchy tats.
Angler hunter?
Yeah, most likely.
It's probably some old dude. Some dude came in the other day. Is like, I see you have tattoos. You must make terrible life decisions.
Because everyone that has them does, apparently.
I was like, oh, is this you, Dad?
No, yeah, it's. Have you ever watched the old? Well, it's not old, but it came out like 5 or 6 years ago. Cloverfield.
Mm-mm.
It was like done in that weird camera angle where it's like found footage or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like a big monster.
Kind of like VHS. If
Yeah.
you've ever seen that.
It was like them, like why it happened, why there was a big monster Godzilla thing. I don't know, dude. It just.
I don't even remember the original Cloverfield. I just remember it as a filmed one.
Yeah.
So
It was just people running around the city, and there was a big monster and weird, creepy monsters, like small, like ones, and they were. It was okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They tried to do, basically, like the gist of it was they were running out of energy, like the planet was running out of energy, so they were trying to collide atoms in space.
oh
To
yeah, I
create-
started watching the beginning of the new episodes.
to create like an unlimited energy source. Well, they did, and it worked, but then it sent them to a different dimension.
Oh shit.
So they were in a paradox, and then like, I don't know. I don't want to say the whole thing because it is brand new. And I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But
Yeah, I'll have to watch it later.
it was one of those things. It was like only an hour and 40 minutes, and they shoved so much shit in your face. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like a cool little science fiction movie, but I definitely don't know if I liked it or not.
Yeah. I watched a couple episodes of that new one, the End of the Fucking World. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's called, the new one. Have you watched it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I asked
like,
you, huh?
like 4 episodes of it.
Yeah, I saw a couple and I was like, man.
I
Did you
don't
see the one with the pictures that I was talking about?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
okay. So it pissed me off. I was like, nah, I don't want to watch this anymore.
so. I don't know. That show's weird. Have you watched any of that?
No.
I don't know.
It's weird. It's like this kid's a psychopath and he's thinking about killing this girl and he's hanging out with her pretending like he likes her so he can kill her.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it's really weird.
But
It's definitely a hipster show. It's got
Yeah,
that-
see, most of the stuff I watch, like, I end up watching a lot of, like, space documentaries and shit
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, definitely. Same. Definitely in the space.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, he's
stuff
dope.
like that,
Cosmos and
yeah.
love it.
I actually went to his lecture when he was here.
That's
How
so
was
cool.
It was really good.
Oh, I wanted to go so bad, I just couldn't.
It was damn good.
Oh yeah, oh, that's sweet. I kept saying I was gonna go to it, and then I just never ended up getting tickets. Longest porn show ever. Just start jerking each other off already. Bernie
what-
Gertz.
Solid name. We don't do that shit for free, my man. Come on now.
True.
Yeah, space is definitely the coolest thing.
Yeah, it is.
I don't even really know how to explain it. Like, I think probably 3 of us all been interested in it. I imagine young age.
Yeah.
I wish I knew actually more about it.
Yeah, that's why I like Neil deGrasse Tyson because he explains everything so well. And
Yeah, he does a really good job about it.
the funniest is I was watching was it when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast? One of them, he was talking about how he tweets about like the stuff in the movies, how it can't be, and he was talking about when the Star Wars came out, the 7 I think,
Yeah.
when he was talking about BB-8, and he's like, a spherical, perfectly smooth, could not roll on the sand like that. And he said someone just messaged him and just said, shut the fuck up. He's like, people get so mad when I call out their movies.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's like, I'm not saying I don't like it. He's like, it just can't happen.
I just gotta tell you, it's not true.
Right? An astrophysicist watching all these space movies and
Yeah, that'd be hard.
yeah. It's like fuck.
Probably ruins movies for him.
Yeah, that's what some of them. He's like they're entertaining, but some of them I just can't. And then he started like, but a lot of movies do it really well. And he was talking about I can't remember which one it was, one of the old ones. He's like, how it's spinning is like to create artificial gravity. He's like, that's really how it happens and stuff. So
I heard a lot of people talk about Interstellar and saying that one was fairly
yeah, some like
well done.
for the most part, like scientifically accurate.
I like that movie a lot. Have you seen that one?
Mm-mm.
If it was a good space movie. He has to travel. What was it? The original reason why he left?
Because Earth is running out of food and
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they touch on everything. Like, I thought the coolest part is he went on. They go deep into space, and they are on their little space station thing, and then launch a pod to another planet, and they're only on that planet for, it's like 25, 26 seconds because of how slow the rotation is.
the relativity.
Yeah, the relativity of time for the guy who was left on the space station was like 40-something years. So they go back and he's just kind of a little insane. He's all gray and shit and a lot older, and you're like, ooh, fuck.
So crazy.
Yeah.
See, one of my favorites that I saw, and it's been out for a little while, but Martian.
Martian
Oh,
was
yeah.
great.
Martian was fantastic.
Yeah, that was way cool.
Matt Damon killed that movie.
And it's not just because I'm a big Matt Damon fan. Like, I love Matt Damon,
Yeah.
but that was a damn good movie.
It was a good movie. It just seemed so real.
Yeah.
You know, I think we will be on Mars probably.
Not
I'd
too.
like to say fairly soon.
Yeah,
Like,
in our lifetime for sure.
Yeah, in our lifetime.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I think Matt Damon should be the first person they send.
There we go.
He would take care of shit.
Yeah.
What's that new Matt Damon one? Where they shrink?
Oh, Downsizing.
Yeah.
I saw it online. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know.
I've seen previews for it, and I have mixed feelings about that.
That's
Yeah.
what
I don't
people
know,
say.
I feel like it could be good, but it could also just be super.
Oh yeah.
The only reason I want to see it is rated R,
Mhm.
so maybe the humor in it is really dirty,
Hopefully.
like really funny, but I don't know.
Jumanji was really good.
That's what I've heard. And it's,
If you
Yeah.
haven't seen Jumanji, you need to go fucking watch Jumanji because that shit was fantastic.
Huh.
Man, I thought it looked really whack.
No, it was really good.
Oh man, I'm missing out.
What is the point of the stream? We just talk about shit, everything.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
Wet and Wild Paul.
Yeah, talk about
I
how,
like it.
That's
we
a
can talk
great
about how
name.
great your name is, Wet and Wild Paul. You got a favorite Matt Damon movie of all time?
That's pretty tough.
Right.
As of right now, probably still Martian.
Yeah, I really like Good Will Hunting.
But
Yeah.
I also liked, God, what is that movie? Where, it's a Matt Damon movie. Where, is it? Fuck. It's, God, there's like the wind, and it's like the disease that's making people kill themselves.
Oh.
Following?
No.
The Happening.
The Happening. I
Yeah.
think that's Mark.
It is Marky Mark. That's right.
Yeah.
It's not a Matt Damon movie. They're too similar. I'm sorry.
Is it
Oh, they are.
It's Marky Mark and
Yeah.
Monkey Bunch right there.
Right?
is it Matt Damon that's in Rounders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and Edward Norton. I
Yeah,
think.
Rounders is good.
Yeah, Rounders is really good.
Every time I watch that though, I just want to go gamble and then lose all my fucking money.
Never again. I'm way too down on gambling.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm still.
I
up or
really
not.
like if I ever gamble, I go and I play like penny slots or some shit just because
Yeah.
they still bring you free drinks.
Yeah. That's what we do too.
We were going to Wendover and shit pretty often and winning, but then we were just hit that streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to Mesquite like a couple months ago and I lost like $500. So I was like, eh.
I lost 3 something.
Yeah.
It's just rough. Just ruined the weekend. The weekend was great. Like, it would have been fun. We went golfing. Everything else was fun except for that fact that we lost a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, that's always pretty shitty.
But it's still a good time.
It happens.
Yeah.
That's what's nice. I hope it still keeps getting warm. I want to golf. Now that everyone keeps talking about golfing.
I know. Everyone is.
Drink some
jumping on the
beer, golf. Every day goes by and I don't think I'm going to make it through the month because I'm doing sober February. And what's today? Like the 5th?
Yeah.
6th? And I'm already done. God. Just want beer so bad.
You got any? Well, I guess we can start with this. Do you? Well, maybe not talk about it. Partake in any drugs activities?
No, I just drink.
Just drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any funny party stories?
Oh man. One of the real funny ones, me and my buddies, we went to San Diego for spring break my senior year. And obviously underage, but somehow we managed to get like 4 or 5 bottles.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we had our own hotel room and all this, just partying. And we stayed the night, like right outside of Vegas. There's Buffalo Bills. I can't remember what that place is called, but we stayed at Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And I remember specifically like getting super drunk, putting a lampshade on my head. And I laid down later that night, but I laid down under like the desk that was built into the wall. And my buddies were like, "Hey man, just come sleep on the bed." I was like, "Yeah, okay." Boom! Like, just stood straight up onto the bottom of this table. I was like, "Yeah, fuck that, I'm sleeping here."
Damn.
Vegas is a good time.
Yeah, last time I went to Vegas was with all those guys, and like we had I can't remember. I think it was Thomas was supposed to sleep in the other room, but ended up sleeping in our room. And so like there was already two people in each bed, so I just took 2 of those like office chairs they have in there and just put them together and slept on these fucking office chairs. So uncomfortable.
There was another time I went down to St. George. When I was hanging out, I got stupid drunk. Like, people would walk away and I was still taking shots. But, like, it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to take a shower and chill out. So I hop in the shower, and then all of a sudden I hear the door opening because they picked the lock on the door. And I was like, fuck, this isn't going to be good. And so all of a sudden, all I know is there's cold water and ice coming down from over the shower curtain.
Oh, shit.
But the ice that they put into this water just formed into one big mass of ice, and it hit me in the head.
Oh,
dude.
God.
Like, just this solid chunk of ice hits me in the head, and then the kid that lobbed the bucket, too, dude. So I got hit with the water, the ice, the bucket, and I was pissed.
Oh, I would have been too.
Right?
And then later that night, I go to sleep, and I remember specifically, I still to this day say someone took my phone and sent this. But I put my phone on the charger, laid down, passed out.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the morning, I have a couple Snapchats. I open them, and like, I have dick pics in my Snapchat. Dude. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and they're my friends that slept in the next room. Like, I was like, what is going on? And apparently this message got sent to my female coworker too.
Oh, no.
And I was like, can you shed some light on what's going on? And she was like, yeah, you sent me a Snapchat in the middle of the night that said, send cock shots. Like, I was like, hold on.
Send cock shots.
Like, literally, it was just a black screen that said, send cock shots.
Oh, man, someone got you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that shit sucked. I was pissed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Nothing like waking up to a good old cock on the phone.
I know, right? Or like we smuggled our liquor down in a gas can,
Oh, shit.
and that's one of my favorite memories is pouring shots out of a 2-gallon gas can.
Yeah, that's
That was
fucking... It's like in Superbad when they have it in the laundry detergent things.
Exactly.
Yeah. How was spring break down in San Diego?
That
had
shit
to be
was so fun.
Oh, I bet.
So we stayed in like Oceanside, San Clemente area, and my buddy that we were hanging out with at the time, his parents had a condo on Coronado Beach, which is, if you know Coronado, it's where the SEALs were trained.
Yeah.
So, you know, we hung out in Oceanside, San Clemente. We went down to all these different beaches and everything, and then we went down to Coronado Beach, and that's the coolest beach I've ever been to in my life. Like, the sand is black, but it has like gold in it.
Right.
Super cool. And then like you see seals running down the fucking beach and shit. Like, it was super cool. But probably one of the coolest experiences I had. I was 18 at the time, so that was the state, but that was before they changed the smoking law to 21.
Oh, they did down there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
California is 21 for, at least from what I've heard. Maybe the guy in LA can correct me, but from what I heard, tobacco and e-cigs and all that shit is 21 there
That
now.
fucking sucks.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so at that point it was still 18, so I was able to buy juice and shit for my e-cigs and
Yeah.
whatnot. I was able to buy cigarettes and all that.
Fuck
That was
yeah.
cool.
I didn't know that. That's what is it here? Is it 19 now?
19.
Yeah. That's why when I was 18, when I was working out of town a lot, I would, like in Vegas and shit, always, because I was out of town constantly, so buy cigarettes and stuff out of town.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and then I remember everyone would, like, try to buy them from us. Like, we went to a party one time, and I just had a shit ton of cigars and cigarettes. Like, can I buy them from you?
Or like now, Utah's trying to get real strict with this shit because now they're trying to impose like a 89% tax.
Fuck!
Yeah, which is gonna like double the cost of everything and
That's
probably
fucked up.
eventually shut down all the vape shops here.
Absolutely.
Which is fucked up, because
And you already can't order anything into the state online.
what the hell?
They won't send it. Like Utah cut that shit off.
Yeah, just like alcohol.
I
Like,
didn't know that.
everywhere else, you can order wine off Amazon.
Yeah.
Cheap bottles
Yeah,
of
right?
liquor, everything.
And see, I listen to a lot of country, and there's if you've ever heard of Florida Georgia Line,
yeah.
Yeah.
they have their own brand of whiskey
Yeah.
that I want to try really bad because they have a whiskey. It's peach pecan whiskey,
Oh, shit.
That sounds
and
good.
that sounds fucking
Yeah, it does.
delicious
yeah,
to
it
me.
does.
But I can't fucking order it, and I've never seen it in the liquor store here.
That's so... Yeah, that's
So
the
I'm
dumbest
gonna,
thing.
I'm gonna order it to my aunt's house in Vegas and have her
That's the way.
rebox it and mail it here.
That's the way to do it. That sounds so good though.
Yeah, it sounds delicious. When I get it, I'll bring some over.
Absolutely, I want to try that one. I tried a peach cobbler whiskey.
Mm.
I just didn't.
I used to
Brand
buy
was
when I go up
cheap.
to, what is it, Evanston and stuff, those, like, little moonshine glass things.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good, too.
Yeah, those
you get,
are
like,
tasty.
all
I've
different
had, like,
flavors.
the apple pie moonshine
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what
my
I got.
favorite's the moonshine cherries.
Oh, yeah. Those are
Those
so
things
good.
are dangerous, though.
Yeah. My favorite is just being able to go up and buy shit at the gas station. Or
Yeah, see,
Anyway.
that's great, too. Like, Smith's out of state. They
Yeah.
all have liquor aisles
Yeah.
and everything. Like,
It's so nice. Be so
or
convenient.
gas stations, you can
Yeah.
walk in and buy a fifth of Jack.
Yeah.
Like,
The weirdest thing was the first time I went to Costco out of state.
oh, yeah.
Fuck,
Costco
dude.
liquor aisle is crazy.
Everything you can think of in the biggest bottles you can think of
Yeah.
for like $25.
Yeah.
What the
It's
fuck?
ridiculous.
I remember my cousin bought a bottle of Malibu rum, and it was like that tall.
Yeah, no
It
shit.
was only like $45.
Yeah.
It's like
Fuck.
Shit's crazy.
it's like $45 for a small bottle of anything here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. If I make it through the month
That's
sober.
like not even top shelf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, if I make it through the month sober, we're definitely doing a trip out of state, get some shit.
Yeah,
There
get some,
you go.
get
Maybe
some really
sooner.
good stuff. Celebrate the first week.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. We'll
This
see.
weekend's gonna be tough if Cameron wants to go somewhere.
Right?
And one of our friends' brothers just turned 21,
Oh,
so
shit.
we want to go get him super shitty somewhere.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
when would you have turned 21?
That was in May last year. I'm
May of
turning
last year?
22 this year.
Nice.
Okay, gotcha. What was your first bar experience like?
It was actually really good. I went to the Green Pig.
Oh, nice.
Pig's dope.
So
I've only been there once. It's pretty
I
nice.
loved it.
Yeah,
Absolutely loved it.
Green Pig's a good time.
Yeah.
You had any shitty experiences at the bar? Any fights? Anything like that?
No, not yet.
No.
That's good.
A lot of shitty people out there, but
Yeah, I around here, I go to Area 51 a lot, which
Yeah.
is kind of funny just because of the vibe it has,
Right.
the reputation it has. But like everyone there is super chill. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
there like 2 days ago, and this girl walks outside, and I was talking to one of the bouncers that I'm really cool with.
Yeah.
She walks outside, looks at me, and she goes, "Oh my God, you're like 11."
What the
I
fuck?
was like, "I'm 21, but thank you."
What
And
the
I was
hell?
like, "You can like carry on." And she was like, "No, but you're like 11." I was like, "I'm 21 and in the military. Thank you very much."
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, it's always the military ones that are the arrogant ones." I was like, "What are you saying?" And then she grabs my arm literally, and she was like, "You know why people get tattoos there? It's so that they can hide that they're shooting up."
What the fuck?
I was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
right.
Like,
You know who would know that? Someone who shoots up.
exactly. And she just kept saying this. I was like, all right, you know what? I was trying to be cool, but now you're kind of offending me, so now you can leave and have a great night. And the bouncer was like, all right, it's time for you to go. Like, and then that same night, I saw this girl in the bar. I was getting a drink, and I noticed a tattoo on her arm. And all I said, I was like, hey, that tattoo's very well done. I like it.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, thanks, but I'm getting it covered up. I was like, all right, way to be a bitch.
Yeah.
But so I walked away from it, and then later that night, I walk out on the balcony to have a cigarette, and she looks at me and she goes, I know you. I was like, yeah, is that right? And she was like, yeah, I met you in the bar. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I complimented your tattoo. And she goes, yeah, because you were trying to hit on me. I was like, all right, listen, honey, just because a guy compliments your tattoo does not mean he's hitting on you.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing you. I'm not trying to hit on you.
Right.
Stupid shit. And she was like, no, you were hitting on me. I was like, I'm not hitting on your fucking mousy ass face. And walked away. Like, I get sick of people's shit really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially if you're gonna be that stuck up girl that thinks I'm hitting on you every time I compliment something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, there's a difference from being like. I think that's what a lot of people don't realize is if you be nice, they like everyone think that's flirting.
yeah, automatically. Like, I don't understand it because I guess being kind is so dead now. That,
It's true. Yeah.
God.
Because I've had the same thing. Like, I even like when I used to work at a big company, I would open doors for people.
Yeah.
And they would start thinking I was flirting with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm just opening the fucking door for you.
Like, calm down.
I'm not interested. Like, Jesus.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, and see, I'm Southern Ranch. My mom's from Texas.
Right.
And my mom's from, like, Corpus Christi area.
Oh, okay.
So, that was ingrained into me when I was little.
Right.
And so, like, seriously, it's like you open a door for someone and they're like, sorry, I'm taking, like, that's not what I'm trying to do here, but okay.
I got a boyfriend. It's like,
I'm just trying to be nice.
what?
Like, I didn't ask.
Yeah. Wait a second,
trying-
we could take 4 steps back, shut the door in their
Right.
face.
Right.
Yeah, see ya.
You got a lot of bar stories, Game Over Talk Show?
Nice.
I'll have to hear them sometime.
Bar stories are not a bad thing.
No.
I was gonna ask you, Game Over. Do you get money for doing that affiliate thing you were talking about, or free e-cig shit? 'Cause that's pretty cool if you do.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, we'll have to find someone like that then.
Yeah.
Send
Too
us-
bad we can't ship into Utah.
God damn it, right? Yeah, because back in the day when I started smoking e-cigs,
dude.
you could order like
Amazon,
Yeah.
eBay.
No.
I think eBay still does it just because that's like the loophole.
yeah, we had this
But-
company. I can't remember what it's called, but they would send like soda can size bottles of e-juice.
Shit.
Yeah, it would last forever.
See, and I ended up ordering from a company in Vegas. It's called Red Rock Vapor.
Yeah,
Super good juice. Like, it was really good. It's actually very, like, fairly priced and everything, and they make it in-house. But now I can't fucking order that shit.
Do they make alcohol too? Doesn't
I'm not sure.
what is that place Colby works at? Isn't that
Red Rock Brewery. It might be
Oh,
different.
Probably different.
Yeah.
Nice,
That beer
good
was
cousin.
so good though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, our friend's brother works at. What's the place called? Is it just called Red Rock Brewery?
Yeah, it's a restaurant too.
It's
but
a restaurant. God, he was bringing some beers over the other day. Best beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
So good.
Interesting.
It was 4%, wasn't it?
those were higher. I think they were. Oh, that one might have been 4.
Yeah.
But
See,
if you
I've been stepping out of my comfort zone a lot with beer, too. I still don't like IPAs very much just because I don't like the flavor of them.
Yeah.
But I've been stepping out into some other stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of, like, they're like fruit cart or something like that. There's like a mango fruit cart beer.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're actually really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
And it's not like fruity beer like you would think of, like a Reds or something.
Yeah.
Like you still get that like real good beer flavor,
Just
but
has a
just
hint
like
of
a
mango.
hint of mango. It was really good.
Right?
Try that.
Yeah,
Because I don't like the really sugary, fruity.
me neither.
Right.
Like bitch beer.
Yeah.
I can't drink I can drink like 2 of them and then like
Yeah.
too much
Do make
sugar.
your stomach hurt if you try and drink more than that because it's
Absolutely.
just so much sugar.
Like for me, that's like a beer that I would have with food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I think Reds is too. Like Reds is
Yeah.
still good to drink, but
yeah,
you go to like Applebee's,
Mhm.
get yourself a burger and a Reds.
yeah,
Just goes good together.
definitely. Other than that, I'm mostly like a Bud Light guy.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I just don't give a fuck what kind of beer it is.
Well, I
Just
mean,
drink it.
if I have to buy it, I'll usually buy Bud Light. But
Yeah.
my motto, like, first favorite's a cold one.
Right.
Second favorite's a free one.
Exactly.
Third favorite's an open one.
Right.
So,
That's the motto to live by.
I just see a commercial. I'm like, I'm just gonna try that because I was watching the UFC fight the other night, like a couple weeks ago, and they had Modelo. I was like, never had Modelo before. I'm gonna buy that tonight.
Modelo is actually not horrible.
No, that's what I was like. No, I could drink this.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I like those ones you were bringing.
Which ones?
I think they're
Oh, the 801s.
No, the Utah ones.
Yeah, those are the 801s. The
Oh,
white
those are the
can.
801s?
Yeah.
What's the one that had like the sheep on it?
Oh, those are Uintas. They're just the different kinds.
yeah, the
There's like a
brewery.
yeah. There's a bunch of
One
different
of those
kinds.
ones you had was really good.
Yeah, whatever the Pilsner was.
Yeah.
It's really good. That's why, yeah. Like,
Oh, you get a cut of the money for your affiliate?
that's cool.
How do you go about finding people? 'Cause, yeah, we definitely don't have anything like that.
Yeah, we haven't.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, be sweet.
Make a little money here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I haven't had really many bar experiences that are like worth mentioning.
See, and most of mine is like I go there. It sounds lame, but it's really fun. I go karaoke on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Like,
Karaoke's
shit's just
fun.
I used to do that a
dude.
bunch.
Like,
It's
yeah.
way fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, karaoke's the
And it's
best.
kind of funny because the last few times I've been doing it a little more on the sober side. Karaoke sober is a complete different
Yeah.
than when you are drunk. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is a lot of fun, and like Wednesdays, what's fun is it's all like the regulars, so
Right.
we all just have a good time, drink, and
Yeah, just a good place to go
Yeah.
That's so cool.
relax and have some fun.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. The best part is there's no cover, so
Oh, really?
Oh,
get in
that's
for free. And
that's nice.
Strange.
Which one do you go to?
Area 51.
Oh, you do it there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
on Wednesdays.
That's sweet.
They have karaoke every night now, but Wednesday's still the night to go.
Are
Hell
they
yeah.
fairly
They're looking for more people. Nice.
are they
well, fair enough.
fairly
yeah.
mellow now, Area 51?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have like their themed nights and whatnot, but Wednesdays are super chill.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
'Cause when we were in high school, that was the fucking place to be.
Yeah.
Area 51 was just popping
No, it was
off.
studio.
What?
It was studio.
Area
Wasn't it?
51 was big too.
Oh, I just thought.
I went to
stu-
Area 51 twice and
Oh, really?
like hundreds and hundreds of people.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. So weekends usually it gets pretty busy. The nights to go, if you want it like poppin', is the last Saturday of every month.
Huh.
Because it's like their fetish ball.
Oh yeah, I went to the
yeah,
one
yeah.
like 2012.
Like
Went
they
to
tie
one of their
people
fetish balls.
up and
Dude,
they
it-
do like suspension. And
Oh,
stuff
shit.
Like that.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
fucking-
crazy.
It's some crazy shit.
Yeah, no, it gets wild. Like
Yeah, plus, yeah, I won't get in that. It's fun.
Hell yeah.
It's a good time.
Hmm.
They're looking for more people. How do you go about it? Do you just email them like, hey, we're interested in sponsoring your stuff? I don't know.
Huh?
'Cause, yeah, we would advertise on our show.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
no reason not to.
Yeah.
well, not right.
If we could get free shit, it'd be nice because plenty of people that come on smoke e-cigs. Just
Oh, yeah.
give it out.
Absolutely.
I mean,
But-
fucking A, right?
Yeah.
Right? You can smoke in here if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't mind. Everyone. My e-cig broke like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Mhm.
I was like, well, maybe this is just the time to stop.
Yeah.
Fuck, I really want to go buy a new one.
See, and mine broke like 3 days ago, and I barely went and picked this up.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Just
Just because addiction.
exactly.
I'll send you a link. Thanks, dude.
When we stopped smoking cigarettes, kind of as like a, cigarettes are cigarettes.
I still smoke cigarettes, mostly if I'm drinking. but-
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Thank you, dude. Yeah.
It just sucks not having anything to smoke on.
Yeah, no, I
It's just-
understand that completely.
And I tried doing dip for a while, and
My experience with dip, I dipped for a long time. All through high school,
Yeah.
and mostly because I could do it in class. I would get pouches and do it in class.
right.
And even after that, I dipped a lot. Like, I was dipping probably a can and a half a day.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Like, 3-finger claw in the can. Like, it was ridiculous. But my gums took a real beating from
Oh,
it.
I'm sure.
Real bad.
We have a friend. His name's Wyatt. He works at Slim's.
Okay, yeah. I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know the Wyatt you're talking about.
Yeah, he was dipping a lot too, and he said he was going to the dentist, and they were just like, it's not good.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just weird because why can't nicotine just be not shitty for you in some form?
Exactly.
I don't think nicotine's really bad for you.
But there's no source to take it in besides gum or patches that, you know, is a way that's not going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because I've tried gum, doesn't work for me. Never tried a patch.
I tried patches for a little bit, but it was like literally for like 3 days because when I shipped to basic training, if you're coming off nicotine, because you're not allowed anything like that there, and so if you were smoking, they give you some patches like to help like wean you off of it,
Right.
just so you're not killing people the first week.
Right. That's what our friends in the Marines, and he's like, yeah, cigarettes are the only things that get me through the weekend now.
Yeah.
So.
And see, we weren't allowed to have any of that the whole time. Like, even after I graduated basic training and I went to my schooling.
Yeah.
Because where I was, it was still basic training. And, like, if you went to church on Sundays, there's basic trainees there and you could probably hand it off to them or whatever. So, like, we weren't allowed to have any. But there was a super cool lady that worked at one of the PXs that would sell us cans of dips under the table.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And so, like, my thing was every time I took a shower, I would take a dip.
Right.
So
You could just get rid of it 100%.
Exactly. No spit bottle, just spit
Yeah.
it into the drain.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it.
What's up, Etchy HD? Welcome back. How you doing tonight? How's life treating you? What happens if you do have something out there and you get caught with it?
They'll fuck you up pretty good with it.
Yeah.
But we had a kid that they didn't really like. After we graduated, they never fucked us up like as a whole, unless it was like a real good fuck up. But other than that, like if they were to find like a can of dip in your like desk drawer or something, they'd take you outside and you'd have to do however many push-ups or whatever as your like little punishment.
Yeah.
Right.
None of us ever learned from it.
Right? Like, it's worth it.
Right.
Dude, at that point, I'd been there for like, I don't know, like 13 weeks. Some push-ups aren't going to faze me.
No.
Right?
No way.
What's the worst, well, I guess not worst, but what was the shittiest experience going through that for you?
Honestly, right when I got there, like not even in basic training, reception, like when you're getting all your medical done and going through all this and doing all this paperwork, it's literally the shittiest part. Like once you get into basic training, you get into a routine.
Right.
And it's not bad at all, but that first like week at reception is easily the worst part.
Damn.
Is it just because it's so mentally, like...
Not even that. It's just like so boring. Like all you do is stand in these long ass lines all day and fill out paperwork and like you have to stand a certain way and like
Right.
Like the hallways are like roads and you have to walk down this side.
Right.
Like,
that does sound
and
awful.
there's a lot of structure like that, but it's literally just because it was so boring. Like
yeah, nothing going on.
yeah, there's nothing. Like once you get into basic and you start training, it's
fun.
not bad at all.
Yeah.
Because I've heard a lot of people like really enjoyed basic.
Oh,
but,
dude, if I could go back, I would.
Yeah.
It was fun. That's probably one of the best times of my life, and there's so many funny stories that come out of it.
Right?
It's ridiculous.
That's all a lot of
Do you
people
got
say.
any that you can tell?
Oh yeah, like one of my favorites was right when I got there, like first day at basic training, they do like a shark attack to kind of like scare you and whatnot. This is probably my number one favorite memory, and it's my best friend from basic training. He was standing next to me. I didn't even know the kid at the time. But, it's hot as hell. It's freaking Missouri in July. Like, it was fucking hot. And we're standing there in formation, and he looks at me, and he's like, man, I feel like I'm going to pass out. I was like, just don't. Just be cool. And the company commander walks over to him, and it's to this day one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, he's wearing these sunglasses. You can't even see into him. He stands right in front of this guy, and he goes, "Private, look into my eyes." Just wearing these dark ass shades. He's like, "Look into my eyes," and the kid's like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "Private, drink water." And he's like, "Yes, sir." And he walks away. And I swear to you, the drill sergeant was like fucking far down. I don't know how he heard this, but kid just kind of looks at me and just whispers like real quiet. He's like, "I have been drinking water," and like I felt this drill sergeant snap. Like he turned his head so fast it like cracked the air, you know, like and like just super swift, like maybe 3 seconds he was standing right in fucking front of him. Like the round brown like pressed against his forehead, and he's like, "Private, when he tells you to drink water, you don't fucking ask any questions, you just drink goddamn water." Like I don't know, like to this day I don't know how he heard it.
Yeah.
And I still remember exactly which drill sergeant it was. His name was Drill Sergeant Coughlin. He's like the dickhead drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, like the whole cycle we tried to guess where this guy's from. And I swear to you, by the end, all of us guessed every state, and he said no to every single one of them. And then, like, we'd do this for like 5 minutes at a time, just asking him state after state, and he'd be like, no. And then he got chosen as our drill sergeant of the cycle, which means at graduation, he led us all out in formation to our seats. And, like, he called cadence and everything. And when they announced it, we were doing a practice. And they announced it, and they were like, Drill Sergeant Nicholas Coughlin from Compton, California. All of us were like, what? No! Like, no way. He ended up being from Texas.
Oh, I was going to say that's fucking wild.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck? Like, you could just picture all of us like, there's no way he's from Compton.
Right? That is amazing.
That shit was funny.
So what originally made you, like, did you always have that, like, in your mind, like, I'm going to do military? Or was there something, like, at one point you're like, that's the route I want to go?
It's kind of funny because I always, like, in the back of my head, I always wanted to do it. You know, my dad was Army. My uncle was Marine Corps.
Right.
And the funny thing that snapped me is I was thinking about doing it, and then one of my friends did it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, dude, I just joined the Guard, all of this. And then one day, like, he came over in uniform, and I was like, fuck, I want that.
Yeah.
Right.
5 days later, I was enlisted. Like,
that's dope.
That's really cool.
yeah, I just saw it, and I was like, I want that uniform. Like,
Right. Yeah, it does mean a lot.
yeah, I wanted to be able to wear that proudly.
Hell yeah.
All that kind of stuff. And I'm also one of the people that believe strongly, like, the people that can't stand up for themselves deserve someone to stand up for them.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And that's kind of like, my feeling is, like, that's the whole premise of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
So
I agree with you.
that was one of the big deciding factors.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I've talked to a lot of different military people, and it seems like what I like about it is everyone has their own,
Yeah,
like, reason why they
definitely.
did.
Exactly.
And it's cool that it's
Even if it's because they're helping pay you for school, like,
Still.
still a reason. Like,
Yeah.
some people look down on that. I don't see it as a...
Yeah.
No, because I mean, to me, when someone says that, that means that they want to still better themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And bettering themselves betters the community,
Yeah.
betters everybody. So I mean, it's still.
And even then, they're getting that structure and discipline out of the military. And once you join, it's literally like a brotherhood for life. Like,
Right. Yeah, there's nothing.
anyone you meet, if they, like, you find out that both of you have served,
Yeah.
like, you're instantly, like, bonded.
Right.
I didn't realize it until I got out, but it's unreal how easy you make friends once you find out they've been in the military too.
That's so cool.
Well, I'm sure, because I mean, people who haven't, I imagine it's just because, like, I can't really grasp my mind between or like around the structure that
Yeah,
really
exactly.
goes on. Like, it's not
Exactly.
something that civilians understand.
Yeah.
So I
exactly.
imagine when you meet someone else who's gone through it, you just instantly have, like you said, that
Yeah.
connection and that, like,
We've all been through the shit.
exactly. Like, you all, regardless of where it happened, you all went through the
Like,
same
exactly.
stuff, which is awesome.
Exactly. And I get the occasional person that'll call me a weekend warrior.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Even though I've been through the exact same training that active duty goes through, but whatever.
Right. What's the biggest differences between active duty and guard?
Pretty much just active duty is like the military is your full-time job.
Right.
But guard, like I do my weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer, and the thing is like I'm military, but I have a civilian job as well.
Okay.
So I'm what's called like a citizen soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then National Guard, not only can we go deploy overseas, but we also deploy within the country.
Mm-hmm.
So like any national disaster, we go and deal with it. Like I got a buddy that works with me at Burt Brothers that went down to Texas for the hurricane.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's cool.
That is way awesome.
So we serve like both stateside and...
Yeah, kind of doing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
See, I have a couple of friends who I met, funny enough, through video gaming, who are all, active duty Navy, and it's just fun. It's fun listening to all their, their stories and their bond because they all work together.
Exactly.
So that banter back and forth is super entertaining.
Oh yeah, there are some ridiculous conversations that happen. Like when you get bored in the military. Oh my god, the conversations that come up. Like we were having, the game like what's your number? Like how much money would it take for you to do this?
Yeah.
We were sitting in our office one time, and it was just me, some other privates, and a couple sergeants. And it came up to like, hey, how much money would it take for you to let a dude rail you in the ass on television?
On television.
Yeah, and my sergeant looks at us dead serious and goes, well, what channel?
Oh, God.
And then, I don't know who it was, but someone blurted out, Nick at Night. And we were like, what? And he's like, yeah, all the kids are asleep, Nick at Night. And we were like, all right. And then my sergeant, the next question he asked, well, do I get slimed at the end? Yeah, you get slimed at the end. Don't worry about that.
Oh, fuck, that's amazing.
His number ended up being pretty low. I think it was only $43,000 or something like that.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, we get stuff like that all the time.
What channel?
Yeah, it was so funny because it was just like, yeah, how much money would it take to have a dude rail you in the ass on TV? Well, what channel? It didn't even he didn't even think about it. That was the wild part.
Just immediately went to what channel?
Didn't even skip a beat, man. And it's kind of funny because that's just what we do.
Right.
It's so easy to have those conversations, especially when it's mostly just guys in my unit. We have a couple females, but
right.
Field artillery doesn't have a lot of females.
Yeah. Is it weird? Well, I don't want to say weird, because in civilian life, when there's a job where there's mostly guys and one girl, she always gets harassed by.
Yeah.
Is that same in military?
No, it's pretty much just a big family. We treat her exactly like we treat everyone else. She comes and drinks with us and hangs out.
Right. That's good to hear, because it is gross, what you hear in some jobs.
Absolutely.
Where, it's
dude, I hear it at my work all the time. It's ridiculous, especially working in a mechanic shop. It's bad.
Right.
But no, when she's around, she's just pretty much another one of the guys.
Yeah, she's just one of the dudes hanging out.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
That's the cool thing about the military is it doesn't even matter male, female, transgender, what the fuck, I don't care what you are. If you're wearing the flag on your shoulder right next to me, I'm not gonna treat you any different.
Yeah, you're just another brother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
If you trust me to have your back when you need it, I'll trust you to have my back.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
Do you I think this is always an interesting topic. Do you think that everyone should have to serve?
I was talking about this yesterday. Actually, no, it was today. Not necessarily, because from my point of view being in, I don't necessarily want someone there with me that doesn't want to be there.
That's a really solid point.
Because, if we were to go to combat, and you don't want to be there, how do I know you're going to have my back?
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
If shit starts hitting the fan.
Why I think the draft is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because if they ever use it, I don't think they will. But if they ever did, those people didn't sign up for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to be there. Plus, it comes to the point where they don't have the same training we do. So, if I get hit, how do I know he's going to know what to do?
Yeah.
Right.
Got a bunch of kids that don't want to be there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So
that makes a lot of sense.
That's what it comes down to for me. It's not necessarily I don't think we should have it, because if they don't want to be there, I don't want them there.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're putting your life at risk,
Exactly.
and maybe they don't want to put theirs.
Exactly.
So they might be doing.
Or like, who knows? You can never really say. I mean, you can talk all the game about how you would react when shit goes.
Yeah.
But you don't know until it
No.
happens.
Right.
You don't know exactly what you do, and at that point, I mean, I feel like it's the point where I would hope my training just kicks in and takes over.
yeah.
Right.
But I haven't been there yet. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
No.
But, I mean, I feel like in that situation, anyone that's drafted is probably just going to run.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
panic.
That
Yeah,
fight
panic.
or flight.
Yeah,
It's going to be
exactly.
flight 99% of the time, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. Yeah, you always hear that, like, man, if something happened, like, school, like, I remember in school, people like, man, if a school shooter happened, I would be the guy who.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
fucking
like,
doubt it.
Bullshit, you would.
Yeah. You'd be the fucking person running.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And it's really hard to. I mean, you can say that all you want, but
Yeah, you
that's
never know.
something that's hard to live up to.
no, and you can't train for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like,
you can't.
One of the most badass kids I know, and that I went to basic training with, drill sergeants would fuck with us with dummy grenades all the time.
No.
And they're yeah,
That's hardcore.
like it's literally a training grenade, but it has the actual fuse.
Oh shit.
Like no powder, but just the fuse. Like,
Yeah.
if you hold it wrong, fucker will blow your pinky off. Like,
Right.
It's
Fuck.
not a joke. But I swear to God, one time this drill sergeant was pretending to throw a grenade and he dropped it backwards. And everyone scattered except for this one kid, and I, to this day, have complete faith in this kid, and I trust him with my life for this one thing. He dove on that fucking grenade.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's a fucking.
Yeah, he's that guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's so, like, especially in a real scenario, like, that kills you no matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
You're done.
Yeah, there's
Like,
no.
and for him to do that, like, that
Yeah, that's cool. That
was
gives me the
crazy.
chills even
Yeah,
hearing
I
it.
know,
Like,
right?
that's fucking.
Should have fucking been there, dude.
Right.
It was wild. Like,
Damn, that's
it
respect-
was straight out of the movies.
That's crazy.
Damn.
I have nothing but respect for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuck,
yeah.
of course.
I don't even know the guy.
Yeah,
Like, that's,
right?
You just don't. That's wild.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did
All
it-
of us were like, what the fuck? Like,
Did he just fucking do that?
yeah. And granted, like, we were wearing vests with plates in them. So
Right.
He was fine, but
Still, yeah.
Still,
yeah, it
the.
was still pretty wild.
Man.
That's one you want having your back for sure.
Yeah. That's not a joke, man.
No.
Like, I would trust him with my life any day.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, that kind of proves it 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's willing to take one for the whole entire
Or like
team.
when that shooting happened at the concert in Vegas.
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah.
was that one guy that was a service member that was out helping everyone.
Yeah. I saw one of them that,
I believe he was airborne.
yeah, something. Was he the one that was, took the truck and was driving people back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
forth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Is there I've never really talked this with anyone who's been in any type of military. Is there any movies that do it right? Like,
Ooh, movies that do it right. Yes, there are actually, like, one of the big ones for me is like American Sniper. American Sniper is, to me, very on point. I mean, granted, like, I'm not a Navy SEAL or anything, but
right,
I mean, it seems right to me.
Yeah.
And then even like SEAL Team 6
right.
seemed legitimate to me.
Hell yeah.
And then, so from my perspective, like, it's so hard for me to watch military movies.
I can imagine, yeah.
It's very hard. And one of the hardest ones for me to watch was, what is that fucking movie called where he's EOD?
Oh.
Hurt Locker?
Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Fuck Hurt Locker, man.
Dude, I watched that movie and, like,
It's a good movie
it's intense.
as long as you can put all the military shit aside.
Yeah.
It's a good movie, but fuck me. It pissed off a lot of EOD.
Oh, I can imagine.
A lot.
I don't know what it takes in a human to do that job.
Oh my god!
Honestly,
dude,
like, is it like
seriously, I wouldn't.
the biggest balls of a human, or is it just like the biggest heart? Because it's got to be a combination of both. Because you're doing,
for sure.
You're doing. Is it the most dangerous position? One
I
of
feel
them,
like
at
it's
least.
Definitely up there.
I mean,
Because I mean, you think you cut one wrong fucking thing and you're gone.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that scene where he like. This scene pisses me off just because of the way he does it, but like it's that first one he goes up where he's surrounded by the artillery shells.
Yeah.
And those are the shells I shoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And but how he grabs the ring and pulls them all up by the deck cord. Each of those are 100 pounds.
Oh, so
Like,
him
there's
pulling
no way he's pulling those fuckers out of the ground like that.
just with ease or something.
Yeah, right. He just does like
Yeah.
no way at all. But I mean, like, that's kind of a real scenario. They rig stuff like that. Like that's real. Like that's fucking crazy to me because those things are 100 pounds a piece of high explosive.
Right. And
That's so nuts.
I imagine
There was like 9 of them.
Well, yeah, one of them goes off, you're dead. 9 of them goes off. Who knows how many people are gonna go with you?
And like that's exactly it because fuck, they have like I want to say at the very least, like a 50-meter kill radius.
God.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, a whole bunch of those. That's fucking nuts.
So what's that, 150 feet?
Something like that,
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I can't remember the exact...
Still, I mean, give or
kill
take.
radius, but yeah.
That's nuts.
Or like video games, like Call of Duty pisses me the fuck off for the simple fact that you can throw grenades back in it.
Oh yeah.
That is not a real thing, I will tell you that right now. Anyone ever throws a grenade at you, your best bet is to like lay down with your feet pointing towards the grenade.
Why is that?
Because it gives the smallest profile.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Fuck.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. That's your best bet.
And weren't they gonna make it? Was it in Call of Duty? Were they gonna make it if you had the shovel or something, or is that Battlefield? You could hit it back.
Oh,
Yeah,
something like that.
Okay, because when you pull the pin on a grenade and you have the safety lever, a lot of people call it the spoon, but it's actually a safety lever. So to even pull the pin, you can't just pull the pin. It has what's called a confidence clip. And so you have to rotate that pin 180 degrees out of this confidence clip and then pull it. And it takes quite a bit of force to pull that fucking pin out.
Right, so it's not like there's never an accidental pull.
The way we do it, like you're supposed to use your chest to pull it, not your arms.
Okay.
And like as soon as you throw it and let go of that safety lever, the timer on them's 3 to 5 seconds.
Yeah. So by the time it gets to you, you're
Exactly.
There's no way you're picking it up.
And that's not like 5 seconds. That's 3 to 5. Like,
Right.
It depends on what day this grenade was made. If it was made on a Monday, that timer's fucking 3 seconds. Like, if it's a Monday grenade, you're fucked.
It's going quick.
That's fucked.
What's up, Ed 1?
That's one of my favorite terms is like a Monday grenade or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we have these fleeces, they're a jacket, and it's supposed to be like name rank U.S. Army on this side, but mine was name U.S. Army rank.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we always said I had a Monday fleece. That one got made on Monday. It's just a little off from the others.
Right.
It's just ED.
Just Ed.
Did you say Ed or did you say ED?
I said ED.
It's just Ed.
It's not erectile dysfunction. All right, dude.
Damn it.
We're doing good though. How about you?
That's another funny story. Fucking basic training. Okay, I swear to God, they give right at the beginning. They have to give you something to like. Pretty much give you ED for the time you're there. Like, I'm serious. Like, not once did I wake up with any kind of anything.
Something in the water.
Yeah, like seriously.
That's hilarious.
And like one of my friends, I'm Irish, and he's Irish too, extremely Irish. And so we walked around talking with Irish accents for the longest time. Just to fuck with people. Like, we had so many people convinced that we were from Ireland. And we were talking about it one day, and they were like, yeah, man, not getting hard or nothing. And we were like, we need to just walk up to the drill sergeant. Like, drill sergeant, we've been talking and we're all convinced that we have ED.
God damn. That's what I asked my cousin. He's in the Marine Corps. I was like, you ever jerk off while you're there? And he's like, I don't even have time to shit.
Yeah.
Not even just that, but you literally can't. You're in a bay with like 60 other guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
God.
Oh, I was gonna ask. So the guys that I know who are the Navy, in the Navy, one of them was some sort of weapons person. I'm not quite sure his title, but he worked with weapons a lot. He said that a lot of people were signing up because they played Call of Duty and wanted to play with, like, wanted to use guns that were in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Is that like real?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, jeez.
I've heard of that, which is wild to me because like I saw this one video of this like Call of Duty. It was like just a video poking fun at it, but it's this guy playing Call of Duty, right? And he gets like the highest prestige, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready," and goes and joins, and then just gets fucked up in basic training. I think he ends up like shooting himself.
Oh fuck!
Like it's just like a joke, but like he ends up like somehow shooting himself, and it's a funny video, but like that's kind of how I picture people like that, just like
the story he told me was because he does like God, it was really confusing. He did like special training on special weapons, so he would teach people weapons that aren't just the standard issue ones.
Yeah.
He said that they were doing a FAMAS or something
Really?
like that.
That'd be kind of cool.
What is that?
We got a host. Thanks,
Oh.
Ed. Thanks for the host.
Thanks for the host, man. I thought there was a game or something. And there was some kid there, and he's like, "Oh, bro, does that one have the 3-round burst like in Call of Duty?" And he said he went over and he just like hit his head with the butt of the gun.
I could totally picture someone doing
Yeah.
some shit like that. Oh my god, that for some reason that just made me think of another funny story. Okay, we were at a night fire range, and we were shooting M249 saws.
Okay.
Which is a
Thanks for the follow.
It's an automatic weapon. It shoots 5.56.
Right.
And we were waiting for it to get dark so we could shoot with NVGs. And fucking chem lights. We call them chem lights, glow sticks.
Yeah.
Fucking some kid somehow got a hold of one of these. I don't know how he did it. I don't know where he got the chem light from or whatnot, but he cracks this chem light and shakes it and yells "frag out" and throws this chem light. And I'm not shitting you when I say it hits a drill sergeant. And I was my battalion was a combat engineer battalion, and so they are the ones that go and find IEDs and get rid of them and all this kind of stuff. And so this drill sergeant made him search for a fucking IED, and the way they do this, it's so funny because he had to take the chem light that he threw, lay in the prone, and they gave him like 30 meters that he had to cover, which is fucking far.
Yeah.
And he had to poke like every square inch with this chem light. Just in a grid, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then like sweep it with his hands and then crawl forward. Do it again. Like, and he was doing this for probably like almost 45 fucking minutes.
Oh,
Jeez.
It was fucking hilarious for us to watch.
I just love frag out, just hits him
Yeah,
right in the chest.
like cracks it, shakes it, yells "frag out," and nails a drill sergeant in the chest, dude. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" Like,
Oh, God.
no, National Guard, Army Guard,
Navi.
not Navy, Navi.
Is that the
In the Navi.
yeah
What is
the Navi? What's that James Cameron movie? The Avatar.
Avatar?
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The Navi.
That's awesome. Fuck.
But yeah, frag out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like,
You couldn't throw it any other direction.
Right? And you had to yell frag out as you did it, like, thinking drill sergeants aren't going to hear this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what the deal was, but...
Oh, God. I bet you guys were dying.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
But,
shit.
That's one of the fun parts of the military is getting to shoot a lot of cool shit.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, you name it, M16s, M4 carbines, M249 saws, 240 Bravos.
Just everything that's
Yeah.
fast.
Bunch of machine guns. I've gotten to shoot Mark 19s, which is a machine gun, but it's 40 millimeter grenades.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that just sounds fun as shit.
50 cal machine guns.
No, damn.
How is that?
Fucking fun.
I could only imagine. That just
is
seems...
a damn good time.
What's been your favorite thing?
Dude, the Paladin.
Yeah?
That thing will just give you a hard on every time you shoot it.
I
It is
fuck yeah.
ridiculous.
Do you guys get to actually go watch, or like, well, not watch, I mean, like, go, like, I guess you'd say inspect your, like, shots?
No, I've never gotten to see that part.
So I wonder...
Because we have what's called forward observers, and that is their job to watch where our rounds land and let us know if we need to adjust any.
Okay.
Right.
And make sure they observe our rounds safe. And we've actually set fires a couple times, and we shoot at the fires to put them out.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's fucking amazing.
Have you ever shot M19?
So this guy asked.
Yep, Mark 19.
Oh, yeah.
Been there, done that. That's a lot of fun.
I know, I'm not making fun of your typing. I'm just giving you a hard time.
And the funny thing is, a lot of the time when you're shooting like M249 saws or something, they like to have you do 3 to 5 round burst just to keep it like on target.
Yeah.
Because if you're on it, it'll climb up on you. And one of the easy way to do it is say to yourself, "I need a burst. I need
Right.
a burst." And then, so my drill sergeant was telling us this. He was like, "I need a burst. I need a burst." It's not die motherfucker, die motherfucker. Right? Like.
Oh, fuck.
I bet it'd easily turn into that, though, once you start shooting.
Very easy, yeah. And there's been times where, like, everyone gets done shooting and we still have a ton of ammo, and they say, "All right, expend all ammo." And
boy.
you just go for it, man. Like, we put our M16s on full auto and
Just...
go at it, man. They give us, like, 7 30-round mags.
Oh,
Shit.
that's some stress
And you
relief.
just go at it, dude. It's a lot of fun. The only shitty part is having to clean after.
Well, yeah.
Because, we have to pick up every casing.
So,
Every piece of brass.
So you just shot all that and you have to...
That fucking sucks.
Have you seen... yeah, continue, sorry.
And having to clean your weapon after. That's a
Oh,
bitch,
yeah.
man.
That's a lot of ammo to put through it.
I mean, the barrel and everything and the whole fucking assembly isn't too bad. It's the star chamber that's a motherfucker.
What? Why is that part tough?
Just because it's... So the star chamber is what the bolt actually closes into to seal off the chamber.
Okay.
And so it has these teeth that you have to try to get behind, but it's literally like you can't even get your pinky in there.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's just a fucking whore to clean. It's so bad.
Sounds like... Do you have to take the gun apart?
So M16s and M4 carbines, yeah, we take them apart. We also, once we get back to like our supply room, we take all of the crew serves apart, which is like Mark 19s and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Take them apart, and like the whole unit, just everyone grabs a gun and takes it apart and cleans it.
Right.
Nice.
And then once you're done with that one, you turn it in and grab another one until you're all done.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's not too bad. It turns into kind of like an all day thing.
Right. No, that's good, though, because, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure it's nice to make sure all the equipment's
Yeah,
working
exactly. And then like taking apart the paladins to clean them.
well. Oh, that
Damn.
sounds kind
Yeah,
of fun.
so we have like the whole breech, and the entire breech block comes off, and so you take all of that apart, and you just give a piece to everybody and have them clean it, and then
Right.
once you're all done with that, we punch the tube is what we call it, and we have a bore brush for it, about yay big, and we put all these poles on it and wet it with CLP,
Mm.
and you just ram it, and we like to go 2 in, 1 out.
Right.
So you in, out, in, out. And you do that a couple times and then dry it out, and the bore of the gun is clean and everything. So
That's pretty awesome.
the Paladins are actually easier to clean than a fucking M16 is.
How often do you guys get like new guns? Is it fairly regularly, or is it just you guys keep them super clean?
Not really. We actually take really good care of our guns that we have.
Right.
So, like, most of our equipment is... Utah is one of the lucky states that has really good funding. So we actually have a lot of really good equipment.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we are one of the best funded National Guard states.
Oh, hell yeah. That's nice.
That's cool.
So we actually have really good equipment.
I had
That's dope.
no idea. Is that because there's how many bases are here?
A lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really nice. So we don't get a lot of hand me down shit.
That's good.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a question a couple minutes
Oh,
ago.
I was just gonna ask if you'd seen the video of the guy private putting in the magazine the wrong way.
Oh
Just put
yeah.
his side
Have
up.
you ever seen the one of the kid that loses his grenade?
No.
That shit's so funny. Oh my god! If you you need to look that up.
Yeah, that's
He
okay.
loses his grenade.
It's so funny because it's like this black kid, but he's like Steve Urkel black. Like I don't know how else to describe it. And like he looks back at the drill sergeant, and like he's supposed to throw his grenade, and he's like, "Drill sergeant, I think I dropped my grenade somewhere over there." Like,
Is it this one?
yes, it's one of the funniest fucking videos I've ever seen.
Actually, I'll pull it up.
Grenade
I'll pull it up so
foobar.
I can see.
Yeah, this video's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'll put it on the stream.
That sleeping soldier one is fucking hilarious.
No, not now, Firefox.
But he's like supposed to be covering his buddy, and like he changes his mag, puts a new mag in, and tries to shoot it, and you'll see.
God damn it, why does it keep acting? Oh, well.
This kid. And yes, we did have to say all of this.
Yeah.
He said, "No, drill sergeant."
You explained it perfectly. It's totally
Yeah,
Steve
right?
Urkel.
I know. That's Steve Urkel in the army, I swear.
Oh,
So I
God.
drop my grenade.
He's
somewhere
like,
over
"Drill
there."
sergeant, I dropped my grenade somewhere over there." Like,
Oh shit!
fucking A, dude. Like, that shit kills me. Because,
Ugh.
like, it's not even like it's hard.
Right?
And yes, drill sergeants are this sneaky. Like, they will sneak up on you like no other.
Oh, I bet.
They showed this one to us in basic training. They were like, "Don't ever do this."
Don't be this guy.
I think this is on, like, Fort Bragg or
Oh, shit.
something like that. It's
Yeah.
somewhere over there.
This guy probably gets so much shit.
Oh, I
Constantly.
believe it, too.
6 million views. I bet.
Just passed out, man. And this kid tries to use the excuse that he's going over Met TC in his head.
Oh, God.
sure.
Okay. And at first he doesn't even realize that it's a drill sergeant talking to him, and he's just calling him sergeant, and he's like, you call me sergeant again, see what happens. Like, he's like, yes, sergeant. Drill sergeant. Look. Just passed out, dude. Like,
He's sleeping in a hilarious position, too.
Yeah,
I know, right? Like, he was in a security position, but just kind of like dozed off. I guess he got bored.
Yeah. I love how he's recording it.
I know.
It's just so great.
This is the best part right here. He
God damn it.
just done.
Just so
He's all tuckered out, man.
Yeah, he is.
That's for sure.
God, you act like they got you up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right?
Which they did.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably.
He's out.
And then just a little bit of swoop. He's got like dirt all over his face. Like, swoop.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I try to say my eyes were closed, but I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah. Just resting my eyes, sir.
Drill sergeant, I dropped
Love
a grenade
these
somewhere
poor
over there.
That one's so good.
That's probably my favorite one I've ever seen, just because, like, it. Like, who else is that other than Urkel?
No,
I
no
swear.
one.
It's too good.
It's like the exact same
I have
voice.
me and my buddies laugh about that all the time.
You did the perfect impression of him, too.
I might have seen it a few times.
Oh, that's so good.
What are we at time wise?
2:17, so we can call it whenever.
Yeah. Are
Whenever
you
you're-
tired at all?
No, I'm good whenever. Doesn't matter to me.
I do gotta wake up early.
So yeah, we can call it now and then.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I think it's a pretty good little podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. 2.5.
Definitely.
All right, guys. If you guys still watching, we're gonna call it for tonight. But thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll be back later on this week. This is now real
Isopod hours.
isopod. Not that one.